E U A E E O A E U A E E O O E U A E E O E U A E E O O E U A E E O A E U A E E O O E U A E E O. Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. Money. Money.
First of all, Shulis are obsessed with money. Shulis are obsessed with money. Shulis are obsessed with money. First of all, Shulis are obsessed with money. I can't wait to show what I made. I can't wait to show what I made. I do one show a day. Yes. He's streaming like CNN. Yes. I do one show a day. He's streaming all fucking day. Yes. I do one show a day. Yes. He's streaming like CNN. Yes. I do one show a day, and I still make more than him. You fucking hack. Send him a super chat back. 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 Show me how much you're making, and I'll send him a super chat back. Send him a super chat back. Hey, did someone give a gift membership? Imagine if you went to apply for a job and they said, what's a month? You'll get a little bit of money. Imagine if you went to apply for a job and they said, what's a month? Oh, this is fantastic. I never felt so alive. Send me the link. I never felt so alive. Send me the link. Imagine if you went to apply for a job and they said, what's a month? You'll get a little. Shut the fuck up. Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the numbers. Show me what YouTube page you were on the 21st. Show me 1 month, any month where you're killing it. Show me 1 month, any month where you're killing it. Show me the numbers. Show me what YouTube page you were on the 21st. Show me 1 month, any month where you're killing it. Show me 1 month, any month where you're killing it. I have an app on my phone for my bank. You can just screenshot. You can just screenshot. I have an app on my phone for my bank. You can just screenshot YouTube 21st. Send it to me right now. Then you get paid April 21st. Send it to me right now. Then you take a screenshot of your bank account. Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Show me the number. Show me the money. Show me the number. Show me the money. 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 Just show me the numbers. Show me the numbers that they're killing, and I don't believe you. But it was always like, we can't show you the numbers because then that's. But they always play this fucking flim flam shit. It's like when you buy stock, they're like, past performance is no guarantee of future performance. The facts are the facts. I send him a super chat, he reads it immediately. He's not getting a lot of super chats, and people are like, well, he gets big super chats. Okay, then show me the numbers. I'll put my numbers up against him.
Games all solving. Do you have a favorite DJ Dabble song? No, I don't. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't know who the 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 fucking that is. Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't know who the 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 fucking that is. Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't know who the 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 fucking that is. Fucking that is. Fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles, 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 DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles, DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles, DJ Dabbles, DJ Dabbles, DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles, DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles, DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles, DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. DJ Dabbles, DJ Dabbles. DJ Dabbles, DJ Dabbles. I don't know who the fucking that is. I know what I am, and you don't. A lot of vagina. Thanks for the $2. Please play the Downtown song. Downtown. 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 Met a guy in the village. He was selling socks for free. Tried to get me on religion. I said no, not for me. Doo-doo up, downtown, up. Doo-doo up, downtown, up. Met a guy in the village. He was screaming from his box. Wanted me to donate for some free bagels and lox. Ooh, downtown. Ooh, downtown. Met a guy in the village. He was holding up sign after sign. I said, why all the signs? He said he can't talk, his name is Silent Mike. Ooh, downtown. Ooh, downtown. Met a guy in the village. He was selling his CDs. And the man's name was Barbara. He seemed real broke to me. Doo-doo-up, losers, do-up. Doo-doo-up, losers, do-up. Doo-doo-up, losers, do-up. Doo-doo-up, losers, do-up.
There's a type of individual across the nation. They're a reason to rejoice, a cause for celebration. Their alarm clock rings, they grab a cup of joe, jump in the car, and it's off to work. They go. They're pushing those brooms, they're grabbing those rakes, they're cleaning those rooms and fixing those breaks. They're baking some bread, they're making some deals, they're building your shed and serving you your meals. But there's a lot to learn about when your job is new. Thank God that there are videos to show us what to do. Because they're trainables through snow and rainables. Like you and me, they're average Joe and Janeables. Yeah, we're all trainables, fancy and plainables. Cleaning up those stainables, unclogging your drainables, pumping your propaneables, cooking your chow mainables, piloting your planeables, serving your champagneables, selling you cocaineables, never complainables. They are the Trainables.
Funny you should mention that, Galaxy. You wish the song was longer. I asked Mike to remix it and add another 2 or 3 minutes to it.
I hope Mike vacation takes longer.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Trainables. How we doing? How's everybody feeling tonight? Let's go. Show me the money. Shout out to DJ Dabbles. That song is up on his YouTube, and I think we have
Show
his
me
link.
the money.
We have the link in the description, right?
Boom.
Yeah, so click it, stick it, go over there. You know what else we got in the description? A little link to take you to your YouTube settings where you can turn on accept gifted memberships. Let's go. Do that because people like to gift some memberships around here, and that's very kind of them. So why not indulge? Why not get one, you know? Turn it on. Or sign up yourself. I think we're going to do a little twofer tomorrow for Blunder, a little back-to-back Blunder. Yeah, and I have an idea for something tomorrow night as well. So you guys let me know. I think Lenny's available tomorrow night. So we spoke to Lucy on PDP. She's a little upset with Lenny. Maybe we bring her on. They can hash it out. He kind of ran for Kate and ditched the sure thing, in my opinion. But let's see. I don't know. Love's a tricky thing like that. You watch a guy like Aaron and a gal like April, and you think, that's love. Those two are going to be together for a long time and very happy. And now look where we are. You know? You never know. Is your mic on?
Yeah, I thought you were doing your monologue, and then you go, "Hey, Anthony, how are you?"
You jump in. It's
April
fine.
Fucking never comes.
I hate my voice too.
How was
my?
my weekend? Oh, it was great. Thanks for
Thank you.
asking. I was upstate. I had a little nosh. Everything was good. Yeah.
So the usual.
Yeah. I had a little nosh.
A little nosh. Okay.
Yeah.
No, welcome everybody. We got a lot of fun stuff to check out tonight. You're gonna meet AmberLynn tonight, Zen, which I think you're going to be excited about.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
She a porn star?
She was. Well, no, not this woman. There was one named AmberLynn. There was Ginger Lynn. There were Lynns were a big name in porn.
I can't come.
Yeah. The Lynn family, and that was just you see the Chinese porn is crazy with the Lynns, but.
Yeah. Can you turn your mic up a little bit? Did you turn?
Now I'm turning it up. I don't know. Someone's telling me my gain is too loud.
Who?
The private chat. I don't want to fucking name names, Joe.
Why is he low to me?
I don't know. I was hearing the drops echo through his microphone.
Boom! Sure it was me?
Yeah.
It's better now.
How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? Did you try the veal?
Boom.
How many people here are dating?
Date anybody? Let's give it up for the troops, guys. Come on, let's hear it. So, well, he doesn't know that, and we don't. Okay, well, there's a picture. Yeah, she kind of does. That kind of looks like me. Wait a minute. She's a lovely gal. She's on a journey of weight loss.
Forget it. Nope.
Yep. And so
a journey.
We watched her healthy eating last week, and it was amazing. I really wish you guys were there for this. So I'm glad you'll be able to check her out. We also have. We started talking about Jerry Lewis the other day, and Frog found a great interview with Jerry Lewis from the news when he was, was he asked to leave? Or no, he was just kind of in hot water with some stuff, right? Involving the telethon.
It's weird because it's, he's helping sick kids, but apparently, you know how things are. People find anything to complain about.
Well, he was a dick. Like, There was that guy in England who helped sick kids, and then they found out he was banging all of them. What's his name? The Seville guy, Jimmy
Jimmy Savile. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a real bummer of a documentary if you really want to do nothing the rest of the night.
Yeah, but he didn't get found out till he died. So that's I mean, talk about a winner.
Knighted,
you know what I mean?
Was knighted. You know,
Prince Charles was like one of his best friends.
Yeah, well, you know, there you go.
Well, there you go.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, it's the royal family.
Hey, 1 + 1 = pervs. Anyways, so Jerry Lewis, he found this interview with him, and I asked him, I said, just take a look, see if anything jumps out at you. And he pulled some clips. And,
Thank you.
Yeah, we have some telethon stuff, and we have all kinds of good stuff to get to, as well as I had to stop watching Steel Toe recap from Stalin 19 from his show today or yesterday. I don't know when it was, but he's addressing the whole Keanu Ricada fight, and I had to just shut it. I go, even he was in rare form today.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that. Is it worth watching?
I think no.
Thank you, Von Braun.
But what do I know at the end of the day? Like, there's times where I'm, baked, and I see something, and I go, this would be good to play on the show. Like this, Alex the Terrible. You ever hear of him?
No, I never heard of him before.
So he's a singer for this band called Slaughter to Prevail. They're a Russian death metal band, and I came across this video of him doing vocal exercises. And I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
Just put distortion in my voice.
You see, you don't think it's real, right? First time I saw it, I go, that's not real.
No.
Check it out.
That sounds like acid reflux.
Check it out.
Somewhere out there's a girl wearing black lipstick that's getting super wet right now.
I mean, how much pussy do you think this guy's getting with that?
I mean, metal
voice?
pussy, but that's good pussy. That's good pussy.
I guess this is a game where you do like vocal train, like doing the notes, do, re, mi.
Do, re, re.
I love it, dude.
I mean, you find your gift, and when you find it, you just gotta take it to new heights.
Of course, he's Russian, so there's video of him just fucking around fighting with a bear in his off time, not on stage, not for the show. Suka. I mean, that's insane. It's like somebody putting a car on its back bumper and standing it up. It's crazy.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I guess that's just a thing they do in Russia. I mean, I think everybody fights bears in Russia.
That's daycare. They do that at like from age 7 up. This is him growling, by the way. The bear's terrified.
No. Bear's like, hey, take it easy, buddy. What are you doing?
So check out their shit, Slaughter to Prevail. They're pretty fucking good, man. If you like it heavy, there's some great footage of them live. He did one of the biggest wall of deaths. Like, it was this huge festival, and he had them split down the middle, like, I mean, a long way. And this thing, when they came together, it just didn't stop. It just didn't stop. People just kept pouring. It looked like at a border. People just kept coming from the sides, and he's just smashing the microphone into his head. He's a maniac, this guy. Good band. Highly recommend him. So yeah, you never know what's interesting or what's not, I guess, was my point in all that. How we doing? Hit like, everybody. Hit subscribe. Hit notify. All that good stuff. Coming up on 500 here tonight with us. We're going to get
You want to see
stuff.
something interesting?
Yeah, what's up? What do you got?
I got something interesting for you.
Can I DM you, yes or no? Oh, there he is. Yes. He's still... Boy, he's...
Is that the saddest thing?
I mean, with all this litigation and doxing going on, how does he have time to hit these chicks up?
I mean, it was a short answer, so he's got time. He just he throws in a little yes, and listen, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Well, and why is she hitting him up in the comments if he wants to DM her? Why doesn't she just DM him? I'm thinking maybe that chick isn't legit.
No, that's real.
I don't know. Listen,
you're an old guy. You don't understand how the internet works. Oh, hey now, come on.
I don't know how you kids do it. You know, I've been off the market for quite some time.
You never slid in anybody's DMs?
No, just people who have had encounters with John.
One time I slid in my own BM. That was gross.
That was for charity.
Charity.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. My girlfriend at the time, Charity, take a bow.
All right, let me get to these and then yes. All right, Edward, thank you very much for membering up, my friend. Tier 2. He enjoys himself a good raid, and I've given Frog instructions on any episode of Trainables. If a good raid pops up, you let us know. We have to take that into account. Gartner fan, gifting a membership. Thank you. RDC Anthony, my man, solid as a rock.
Fuck!
Thank you. I could do that actually.
You can do it.
Wait a minute, wrong one.
1 year to the day since my mom kicked it, so I am way more loaded than usual. Let's get fucking weird. Hey, man, rest in peace to your mom. Love you, brother.
Mrs. Beef Drippings. God
yes,
rest.
The one, the only. We got you. We're your new mommy now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aaron is gay.
I mean, that's not the one I was looking for, but doesn't hurt. I was looking for Cumia thanking Beef Drippings.
Thank you.
You don't have that one?
I do not.
Thank you, Mr. Beef Drippings.
Well, there it is.
Thank God
Well-oiled
for me.
machine.
It's been a minute. Cock meat sandwiches for all that deserve. Love you, fellas. Wes Little, love you right back, sir. Thank
Somebody
you.
gonna tell him he's got something on his head? It's been there for like 7 months.
Gifted one, Meredith Halfpenny. Thank you, Meredith. Hope
looking
everybody's well. Wow, $24.99 steak and potato bar gifted one. Thank you.
Boom!
Kevin A with back-to-back gifted
It was a
one
barbecue restaurant.
and a two. Come on.
Really, dues pay ya?
Don't say me, him. How about Meredith gifted another
Wow,
one? Thank you.
Really,
Meredith.
dues pay ya?
Thank you. All of you who are getting these memberships can join us on the Blunder Years tomorrow. Gilman with $1. Thank you, Gilman. Appreciate that. Gifted one, The Dung Show. Where you been all my life?
That's must.
Thank you. Thanks, boys, for your show. Hi, Don.
Oh, hey, $24.99 steak and potato bar.
Good to see you, my friend. Thank you. Jeff, I put a painting I did in the Uncle Rico Discord. Hope everyone who is a member takes a quick look and has a little laugh. Find that for me, boys, please. Wow. That's fucking great.
You know, I was gonna get a Lenny tattoo, but I think I'm gonna have to get that instead.
That's like Batman villain, John.
Yeah, that's duality of man, sir.
Get out of here, Lenny. That's amazing, Jeff. Shout out to Jeff, man. He's a legit artist, and has a great graphic comic book that's available. Where do we have his
novel?
Graphic novel. Sorry, do we have his info? Graphic novel. God,
am I not doing enough?
Do we have his?
Do we have his graphic email?
If he could get it to me, I will make sure we put it in the description.
Beef drippings, thank you. God damn it, what the fuck is happening?
She looks like this, Zen.
Yeah.
He saw it. He
Yeah, we
saw
saw
it. Is Mike visiting Clay for some very gay pottery? If it brings his loved ones back, why not?
Come on my face.
Rob Johnson giving $2 super sticker, $3 super sticker. John Edward Melendez will be back. Zen knew. Shuli probably knew.
What?
I didn't know any. I dropped out of high school. I don't know shit.
I don't know anything. I'm still here.
KFT gifted one.
Thank you.
I know.
KFT, #1 Lenny fan. Hit like, subscribe, and of course, go Bills.
Fuck yourself. Oh.
I was thinking fuck yourself too until I saw it was Michael P. Okay. Ooh, look at this. The Stuttering John painting's going into an art book a publisher has contacted me to do. It was the best way to get TSN represented.
Wow.
I love you, pal. He's always looking out for us, that Jeff. It's good people. What do you guys want to start with? You want to start with the AmberLynn update, or you want to go into Jerry Lewis? Yeah, let's get into AmberLynn, right?
So AmberLynn.
Right.
I mean, I'm trying to. Do I look okay?
You do. You do. You guys look somewhat similar, but let's get into it.
What I'm saying is, I mean, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of this girl.
I don't think that's possible.
Oh, okay.
Hello, welcome to another Let's Talk video. So today I'm just wearing my comfy Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, there he is. Look at her OOTD.
I gotta tell you, man, she's pretty. She's got a cute face.
I'm not saying she's not pretty. I would never say that.
Nobody said anything. But I'm saying like everyone's going, hey, this is your girl, Zen. And I'm like, you're saying it like you're being facetious. But
like it's a knock.
Yeah. Right, but she's cute for sure, man. She's got a little choker on. That means she's a little bit of a kink.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell from this shot, but she weighs 500 pounds.
Well,
that's great.
It's hard to tell from this shot. That's a bicycle chain. That's not a choker. So just heads up on that.
Her kid can't go anywhere for a week because she's wearing his bicycle chain choker.
All right, let's go.
It's not Halloween nor Christmas, but it is comfy.
Ooh.
All right, guys, let's get straight into sweet and sour.
Hold on. I'm going to take a guess. She's going to do a chicken nugget review.
Okay. I was going to say Chinese food.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense, too.
All right.
You're both wrong. It's basically her responding to the comment.
Oh, this is her mean tweets segment?
Well, sweet and sour, I would think it would be in between nice comments and shitty comments.
Right. It'd be great if she really threw him for a loop and put a bib on before this bit. You know what I mean?
Zuna 3459 said, "Crazy you still blame Beck." So I was simply just responding to a rumor where people were like, Beck urged you to go to the doctor about your bleeding. I was responding to that.
Whoa, what bleeding is she talking about?
I don't know. We're going to have to look into this. She's been in the hospital several times. There's so many videos of her from the hospital on her channel.
Is it true that 2 of the times she was in there for bleeding, it was just jelly? That
I mean, there's so many places she can bleed from. It's kind of, she has to stay for a few weeks for observation.
Please, God, no.
That'll be the game. When we watch that package, you'll have to guess from where she was bleeding.
Right. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Where's the blood? Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. I like it.
That's not true.
And I always like when people talk like this and everything always goes up at the end. It's kind of like Australian people, but without the accent.
Wasn't blaming, just clarifying. K. Marie Singer said, "Love your hair, you look gorgeous." Thank you so much.
That's the sweet, by the way.
I greatly appreciate that. I have been trying to work.
Oh, up talking? Is that what it's called? Up talking? That's so annoying. What's more annoying, vocal fry or up talking?
Oh, up talking.
Up
Vocal
talking,
fry
right.
is kind of hot. You know, the vocal fry indicates trauma in her life, and trauma equals fun.
Right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
That approved. I approve of that breakdown.
Yeah.
Very hard on my hair lately. Even my mom, the last time I saw her, was like, what have you been using on your hair? It just looks so much healthier. So people
Didn't mention anything else, huh? Just the hair. Okay. Got it. Mom's in a bit of denial as well, I see. Okay.
Well, she didn't say I had nice hair. She said you have a real shiny coat.
Have you been doing something with your mane?
Well, your fur looks great.
people are noticing. It is very much a sad point because I do love my hair. But with age, going through menopause at such an early age.
What?
Like,
Whoa, how old is she?
So I don't know for sure, but she's definitely in her 30s, right?
Google her.
I bet you she's in her...
Yeah.
Google
the Google before she eats it all.
Google. You son of a bitch.
Hey-o.
That was hilarious. She's got to be in her mid to early 30s, I would say.
Menopause in her 30s.
Jesus Christ.
She was
that
born
about?
December 27th, 1990. So what does that make her?
You
35.
didn't have to dox her. Give her whole birth date out.
September. No.
What street she live on, asshole?
Virgo.
My God.
my hair has like just gotten bad. So I'm trying my hardest over here. Emma Matson said,
Who is Beck? What is Beck's deal in all this?
So I believe Beck to be one of her exes. She might be a lesbian from sort of things that I've picked up on.
Nah, or options. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's not even accurate. Guys will listen. I'll hang out with her. You know, if she's into dudes.
Of course. You know, there's going to be good food there.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We don't even have to. We don't have to talk about a lot of stuff. We're just as long as we're eating.
You guys could just sit there and breathe loudly.
We've got to guard each other's food.
You guys bring your own security, not for you, for your plates when you leave the room.
Right. I need that Russian metal guy to come over and scare her away with his growling.
Beck is not you.
Is this true? My hair is healthier than AmberLynn's. It is. Let me tell you something. It feels great. You know, it's so soft.
On the internet at the moment, and all you do is talk about your exes. Do you not have anything more interesting to talk about? For one, I don't care if they're on the internet or not. They poked, I'm responding. They have a whole channel talking about me, responding to questions about me, watching and responding reaction channels about me. Like it's
Oh. It's 5 against 1. They're all you know, jelly of all the jelly that I eat, to be quite honest.
Actually, it's 5 against 5, considering that I make up about 5 other women.
just about me, about me, about me. I have hundreds of things that I talk about. Exes are included. They opened the floodgates and pretty much said sink or swim, and I chose to swim. Everyone.
Well, physics may have another choice here.
Talks about my exes, and if anyone has the right to, it would be me. They laid next to me.
You know who wants her to shut up about the exes? The exes, I bet.
Right. I hope to be the next ex, man. She's pretty cute.
Let's reach out and see if she's if she won't watch this episode and come on and join us.
Don't put a pause on men just because you have menopause. Come and hang out with
Hello. You're in, dude. You send
Yeah.
her that line just in the comments.
Yeah.
You're there, dude.
Or I was thinking of this line.
Yeah.
You like cupcakes? Come on.
There's no like, are you an angel because you fell out of heaven? There's just the setup. It's just like, do you like you like cake? let's hang. Come on over.
Did you fall out of heaven, or did the floor just drop out? What was that Dice line about fat chicks? I've got fudge. Hershey's chocolate kisses.
Me in bed, not you. Nicole
Wait, what about bed? Hold on. I like when these chicks do like old school, audience member and Jerry Springer type of thing. You're like, it's my pussy and it's gold plated, and they're just waiting.
You don't know me.
This is for the freaky looking bitch. I like when they insult them before they even ask the question. This is for that gay looking fella over there. Yeah.
Two, it would be me. They laid next to me in bed, not you.
Damn. Are you sure?
I said, I hope you're okay, Amber. I love your makeup and hair. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. It seems like more people are being sweet in the comments for my sweet and sour, and it's definitely appreciated, and it's not going unnoticed at all.
Good for you.
Zen, this is what we got to do. We got to go in her comments. You do sweet cop, I do sour cop.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Is this guy bothering you?
And then we bring her on here like old school Stern when Benji defended Anna Nicole from Stuttering John. We do that bit.
It's good.
He's never going to do it again. Hello.
All right, you guys, now it is time for Sippin' Community. There's no point because you don't actually pick any of these questions. Every single question.
I love that she names these segments. She's got a little thing that pops up. Very professional. I like it. She puts work into her show.
And it's all food related, which I like.
All right.
Sweet and sour, community.
Yeah, you write what you know, man.
Question that I pick is on here. Let's talk about the 5-pack of cookies that you bought at Cracker Barrel. I already responded to this, so you should watch my weigh-in video or become a member and watch it in my live.
She has weigh-in videos?
That's great.
Yeah, but apparently there's a little controversy on that because she no longer shows the scale. So you just have to take her word for it, apparently. That's what I...
It's like a ghost hunting show. Yeah.
Well, is she not showing the scale on purpose, or maybe you just can't see the scale?
No, I think it comes up in this package where she says that she doesn't do it anymore because she weighs herself naked.
Wow.
All right.
That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Unfollow.
Well, you think about it. Unfollow. You think about it. The amount of fabric, for clothing for her. That's like a shirt. It's got to weigh. It's got to weigh something. Just the shirt.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, well, let's get back to laughing.
Stream. So I am getting a ton of questions about one said topic, so I'm just going to answer it as like a full statement here. A lot of people think that I can't afford my medication. I can. Why did you buy Mr. Snowflake's information?
Why isn't she on Ozempic, I wonder? It seems like she could get... they should sponsor her. You want to do a commercial. I mean, here's your target.
Yeah.
I always said that about the vaccines. You wanted people to take them. Get Keith Richards to be the first one to take that shot. Because if he drops, we know nobody's getting in that fucking line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like, maybe she likes being fat. Maybe it's part of her thing. She does the weigh-ins, so she's like, she knows that it attracts subscribers. That she's this is kind of like a modern day sideshow in a way, right? I mean,
she can probably in her mind, she's like, I'm steering this ship, so it's not demeaning or like whatever. But meanwhile, I don't think she enjoys being fat. I just think it's a lot easier than doing the work to not be fat.
But she seems very confident.
But she's making money off of it as well.
Yes.
So there's the catch-22, right?
Sure. Well, she's one of those like, being heavy is being brave, that kind of people, where it's confidence. It's not unhealthy to be fat, in her opinion, even though she's bleeding constantly and is going through menopause at 30.
In all fairness, we don't know what happened. Maybe she stubbed her toe, and that's where she was bleeding.
Yeah, maybe that's where the story. Maybe she's got 5 Ozempic needles stuck in her neck.
Yeah, there you go. That's a catch-22 tons, as Jose says. Thank you. I bet she looks like the Michelin Man. Boy, you guys are really comforting on this journey.
Yeah.
What assholes. In case she watches, I have to do this.
Yeah.
Never have I ever done that. Why don't you show the scale anymore? I weigh myself naked. Do you think 34 is an acceptable age to be behaving the way you do? Yeah. Why was Beck's health your responsibility?
See what I mean? Hold on.
Right.
See what I mean? Like she's in that I'm doing great mentality. So there's no room for improvement.
Yeah.
So
if she could, she would drive with one foot out the window. You know, if she could. That's where she's at mentally. You know, you broads do that shit.
if she
wasn't there.
If she could,
if she can get her foot out.
she puts that foot on the window. That car's tipping over on the left-hand side. Everybody knows that.
I feel like some sort of appendages have to be outside the car when she drives, though. I don't think she has enough room.
I think she has enough air. You know, I remember my friend Wallace, rest in peace. He's a big boy, and you know, it could be fucking 30 degrees, 20 degrees outside, and we're in a car, and he just rolls the window, not even cracks it, just rolls it down. He's always forever hot, forever, and I'm just like, dude, can you roll it up, please?
So, hey man, you bleeding too? I've been bleeding all month.
Let the hate commence for having a differing opinion. Oof. Why is it everyone else's job to take you to the ER and to make you doctor's appointments? No one has ever made me a doctor's appointment. I make them myself. So that's kind of a weird statement. And asking...
Wow, she is just a little chubbier John.
Why everyone has to take me to the ER? I mean, if you're in a relationship and your partner needs to go to the ER, wouldn't you take them too? You sound like a shitty person, actually. Just saying. How do you not understand how beautiful you actually are? That was sweet, so I wanted to include that one. Thank you. But probably because society tells me I'm ugly and disgusting and gross. Are you
Who's this society guy?
going to give refunds to your members for not going live for a full 2 hours this Tuesday night? I have gone live for the full 2 hours. Every single time I've done it. But I think there was one time I did go live for only an hour and 57 minutes, but that's because I wasn't feeling good mentally at all. And honestly, like, okay, I feel like I have so much to say to this. So first of all, I feel like I don't really get made fun of in public. I don't know. That might just be a me thing. I don't notice it really. Sometimes people be looking at me, but I always am like, do they know me from YouTube? Because 9 times out of 10, if someone is staring hardcore, eventually they are like, I recognize you. I saw you on TikTok. I saw you on YouTube. It's never like, damn, that bitch is big. Like, yes, through my life.
No,
I have.
It's more like, damn, you the big bitch from TikTok.
Hey, you got a car? Can I get your number? Yeah.
Oh shit, it's the big bitch from the TikToks.
Dude, Josh, I was thinking the same thing. She makes some killer mac and cheese. Well, the video we watched last week, she didn't make shit. What was that mac and cheese? What was that meal she ate last week?
It was mac and cheese, and then what else was it? Gosh, I don't remember.
I'm going to say it was a watercress salad.
Yeah, not even close.
Didn't she have nachos?
That was at Bingo, though.
Right. Okay. What was she talking about in that bit? Chicken sausage. That's what it was. A chicken sausage with a fucking thing of mac and cheese.
Right.
And a carrot.
And she was talking about something. She goes, I don't use that because that has a lot of preservatives in it. And it's like, look at what you're fucking eating. Look at what you're eating. I only drink Splenda. She said, I only use with Splenda.
I've been very much fat shamed in public. It was...
Oh, thank you, Lie Spider. The chicken sausage made in the air fryer. That's an important fact to throw in.
A lot worse as like a teenager and as a kid, but as an adult, like it doesn't happen as much. And that whole beanbag in a hurry situation type deal, I still to this day do not think that guy was talking about me. I could be wrong. I don't know.
What beanbag? What?
Beanbag couch?
Apparently it was something that was caught on one of her videos. It sounds like something. Remember that guy you showed us the other day that was like walking around New York going, don't be looking at me looking like a beanbag. And it sounded like one of those kind of lines.
Oh, so somebody made fun of her.
That guy was talking about.
Huh.
By the way, that's that's an unfortunate sized dog for her to own. That little guy is just that's a death happening real soon.
You ready for this? That's a Great Dane, Anthony.
Subjects maybe closer to. Listen, I feel like that dog is going to get sat on at some point.
Like in the Sopranos.
That
What
my
I
air
ate
fryer
today,
chicken sausage.
allegedly.
Me, I could be wrong. I don't know. But they all were like in a deep conversation. So I think it might be just one of them situations where it just sounded good at the time. I genuinely don't think that someone was just be like, yeah, damn, look at that beanbag in a hurry. That like genuinely also just doesn't make any sense. But I could.
Well, I mean, look at that beanbag in a hurry. It's not bad. I can tell you, that's not a white guy who came up with that line. That is not a white guy joke.
Be wrong. And if I am wrong, it's literally just a classic example of fat phobia and fat shaming and being made fun of for your body for no reason. And the fact
You hear that, honey? I think she left. I don't know.
Are you phobic? Do you feel? Are you afraid in your house, Shuli? Is that what fat phobia is? You're afraid your fat wife's gonna hear you say stuff like that downstairs.
No, thankfully she breathes so loud she can't hear anything going on right here.
Yeah.
So, thank God.
that the internet has like literally glamorized that clip just proves, like I've always said, that I am entirely fat shamed way too much online. And people have somehow made it okay.
Get offline.
Honestly,
How about
What are you
them apples?
doing? Jesus Christ. Stop making a spectacle of yourself.
Or you know, actually go on this weight loss journey you keep talking about.
Yeah, or less journeys to the fridge. Whichever one
Hey,
ends
you have
up
to,
first.
you have to cancel out one of these journeys. You understand?
Right. You're taking all the wrong journeys.
Yes.
Yes. Stop taking a journey to Chick-fil-A.
Maybe join Journey. They'll hire anybody in that band.
like I said in my life,
But Jeff says fat shaming works. Shaming works. It's a lost part of life that people are trying to protect everybody's feelings. Getting your feelings hurt is what gets you to the next level in this video game of life. You need that pain. You need to get goofed on. You need to get made fun of for whatever makes you different from the people who are goofing on you. It's a necessity in life.
Yeah, that's why I got that lap band surgery, man, because everybody was giving me the proper amount of bullying I needed to be a better person, and they still call me fat to this day.
Right.
So I'm trying harder every day.
Yeah. And so are we to keep calling them fat. It's not just a one-way street. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. It's like it either makes you or breaks you. And babying people is not the way. It's not how it's done.
No, this is a classic example of when everyone around you is enabling you.
Yeah.
And telling you you're beautiful, you're brave, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. No, she's unhealthy.
Right.
She needs to lose weight for her own. You shouldn't be bleeding all the time and not know where it's coming from. This is the way it should be. You have to do some self-inventory, right?
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
Thank you.
Let's talk. I really want to visit Las Vegas. I think that would just be a fun moment
Oh, shocking. Why? Well, you got all the casinos, nothing with buffets, right? That doesn't factor into the trip.
in time. But I don't know how I would reward myself once I've achieved my goal. I really have not thought about it, actually. I have flirted with the idea of like rewarding myself for like small achievements, so I will want to continuously meet those goals so I can keep getting.
I tied my shoes today. Hot fudge sundae reward.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't accomplishing a goal its own reward? I didn't quite understand her logic there.
I mean, for you, yeah, but some people need a little incentive. Some people need, it may not be, some people need a pat on the back, doing it themselves. Some people need people noticing them and saying, hey, great job. Some people need mini Pete DiLorenzo.
Dig it, man. Ka-chung. You cats, man. Now, I want you to get off the stage and just let me be here with the great Steve Ames, and we're going to throw down, man, and do a couple of numbers. Ka-chun, ka-chun. Right, Steve? I love you, babe. Ka-chun.
I love that.
Shout out to Mars, man. Thank you. KFT with a $1, $2, $3 super sticker. Thank you, KFT. Zen, that's good eating right there.
It is. Listen, again, I would love to meet her and get inside her head.
Her half-black kids must be embarrassed. She doesn't have kids, does she?
But if she did...
She may. I saw a comment on one of her videos that made me think there may be a kid.
She had a hell of a feud with Medusa in Japan. Oh, what was her name? God damn it, I forgot.
Bull Meccano?
Yes, Bull. Yes, thank you. I'd pop open that tube of biscuits. They try harder. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, beef drippings. Let's go. Let's tag team her.
That's true. I bet when you... Boy, he really is drunk. I bet when you ask her where she wants to eat, she has an answer. None of this, I don't know, whatever's fine bullshit. That's another great point. She's already made up her mind where you're going to eat before you even ask. She's asking you.
Take her out to eat or pay my mortgage? I don't know. It's a tough decision.
Yeah. Spinal Tap, big bottom. She fits Zen like a flesh tuxedo. He loves to sink her with his pink torpedo. Talk about bum cakes. She's got 'em. Sup, Don?
Oh, hey, Gary Rexwork.
What's up, Gare? Zen, do you like blood soup? I made it fresh.
Put some matzo balls in there.
Do you like blood soup? Imagine the racket of farting in her belly button.
Mm-hmm.
You could land a fart in there pretty safely, I think. This bird sucks. 8 years and no progress. Hi, Don.
Oh, hey, Tony Angelino, the singing dust man.
She can't walk in Zen's apartment after 10 p.m. You got that right.
That's true.
New segment, Chewing My Fat. I like it. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only ton I see. I like that.
That was good.
All right, thank you. How many El Diablos does it take to change a light bulb? 5 to change it. 1 to change it, and 4 to yell the N-word. Try the veal, folks. Thank you. I just got here. Did anyone say LOL cow? Emphasis on the cow? No, you were the first.
She's a petite flower. You all are just so mean.
I don't know if I believe him.
We're not being mean. This is just, tough love.
That's all. Is she on Only Hams? Okay, see? That's funny. That's not mean. If you like Amber, watch Foodie Beauty videos. She's AmberLynn 2.0. Frog?
Oh, okay.
Boys? Did someone ask for a fat John? Or just regular John. He's fat enough. But yeah, that works. Thank you, Dodo. Thank you.
I feel like everybody in the chat just recycling jokes they use on me. But that's okay.
Maybe. Zen, you should have had a stomach band, not a lap band. Fuck yeah.
Woo!
Nailed it. I don't want to sound politically incorrect, but I believe her ideal date has a lot of melanin. Thank you.
No.
Well, compared to El Diablo, you do not sound politically incorrect at all.
What do you call a guy with a lot of melanin? Okay, you've heard that one.
That choker is supposed to be a regular necklace. Thank you, Revengeance. Just some hole with $1. Thank you. Duke Dingus. She looks like if Walmart was a person. That is good. And Tony Angelino with a super sticker. Thank you, my friend. The singing dustman. All right, let's get back into Amber, my darling.
Rewards instead of just like one big reward at the end of it all, because it just seems so daunting. All right, you guys, now it is time for tea or tail. AmberLynn is doctor shopping. No, that's not true. So I saw people thinking that I was doctor shopping because the telehealth random company that I was trying to get a GLP-1 through denied me because of my past issues with my gallbladder. I should have just saw my
Jesus Christ.
Which is perfectly normal for a 34-year-old. My gallbladder.
They said I'm right behind Evil Knievel for the most surgeries?
primary doctor to begin with. I have always got the compounded stuff. Get it through these little like telehealth companies, and you get it through med spas, which is what I did. But I was going for the real stuff. The Zepbound, the FDA approved stuff. And my
she needs the next level shit. Ozempic ain't got a shot. She needs the shit they use on the space shuttle or some shit.
Oh no, I don't even know. She needs like some sort of government top clearance for this stuff.
Right. She needs an agency to work with her on this.
This is made out of pure adrenochrome, man.
Zenbound, yeah.
Zenbound, yeah.
That's what that was. I gotta hear that again. I need the good shit.
was going for the real stuff. The Zepbound, the FDA approved stuff. And my brain, like for some reason, was wired to thinking I had to go through these like telehealth places. And it's like my brain didn't even tell me, AmberLynn, just see your primary care doctor. Like it was like a little thought, like a tiny little one, but it wasn't like as obvious as it should have been. But the company that denied me, they actually suggested like maybe you should see your primary care doctor. So it was suggested by them, but regardless, I should have done that anyway. And if I was doctor shopping or just trying to get this medicine easily, if I was trying to just take a shortcut, etc., I would just go back to the med spa. I would just go back to those telehealth companies that approved me like this and just wanted my money. But I want to do it the right way. So that's why I'm choosing not to do that. So this next rumor kind of correlates a little bit with the last one. AmberLynn doesn't even have a doctor. That's not true. I actually do have a doctor, and I've had the same one since I've been in Oklahoma. So it's been
Dr. Pepper.
That was good. I was going to say Mangala, but Pepper's better.
almost 2 years now. I get it. My life is boring, but I don't vlog every single thing in my life. Like literally since I've been home from Wisconsin, I have seen my doctor. It was just like a normal checkup. AmberLynn doesn't need protein because she doesn't do anything. So protein is not.
Wow.
Who's spreading that vicious rumor?
I know. You don't need protein, baby. Come on, baby. You don't need no protein.
Not just for athletes. It's not just for people who get up and exercise and go to the gym and do all this movement.
Yeah, she should be eating only protein. That should be what she should be eating, and no macaroni and cheese. I think you can get that out of your diet.
Yeah,
right there. Yeah.
And Greg brings up a good point. He said they said no, but they would say yes if you paid them. Which I kind of believe. I mean, the industry is so fucking, shady to begin with, but like, yeah, that sounds like bullshit as well. They didn't accept her. She's high risk.
Here's the deal. She's going to doctors, and doctors are telling her she needs to work out and eat better. And she's going, fuck that shit. I want whatever Zen band, whatever the fuck she was talking about. Like, believe me, doctors will take you. Doctors look at her and they go, oh shit, you need help, dude. Like, let me help you.
Squid, just wait until you get a look at her legs. What? Frog, have I not seen her legs? What is going on back there?
It's hard to fit all of her in frame.
You know what? Let us do the funny. You just get the links.
That
ready.
was uncalled
Well, you
for,
want to
man.
get started?
What do you got? See how I turned it on you? You see that? You son of a bitch.
Now you're the fool.
Don't try it.
I'm
Protein is
humiliated.
for everyone. So we are about to get to bad choices, but I forgot to mention a very important one. Lack of protein equals hair loss. And I do not want any more of that.
Now you tell me.
All right, guys, it is now time for bad choices. So I've actually had people send.
She's going to eat this game? What's going on?
No, I think we should actually get this game. Wait, watch her pull the cards out and read them.
All right.
This looks
me
fun.
like videos and pictures, people that have this game, and they send me their
Pulls a turkey leg out. Whoops.
responses, and I genuinely think it is like the cutest thing ever. Like, you guys are like literally adorable. I can't. All right, first one. Have you ever made a sex tape like with someone else? No.
what do you mean? Solo run? Got it.
For $100,000, would you spit on every new person you meet for a year? No, I wouldn't. Like, that just sounds extremely disrespectful. Plus,
Or Tourette's. I mean, you really don't have any control of it if you got Tourette's. And 100,000, not for nothing, I agree with her. 100,000 is a really low number because you're going to get hit.
Oh, if you live in New York, it's way easier. You know, I'll do it for $10.
Yeah, and you can't
Walk down
you can't go anywhere where there's anybody black or Hispanic, anyone, Asian, anyone with an accent. You spit on them, it's a wrap.
Yes, in some cultures, it's a show of respect.
All right, India, it's fine, but everything else,
India, that's called a shower.
it's called hello. Yeah. I haven't seen you in a while.
on someone is actually illegal. Random fact, but I'm sure everyone knows that. If you were broke, would you keep a lost wallet full of cash even if the owner's ID is inside? Absolutely not. I've actually found a wallet before. And obviously when you find a wallet, you look inside to look for the ID. And when I saw the ID, I saw that there was cash in there. Didn't take a penny. And that was...
But let's just say the Chipotle card he had is gone.
during my broke...
Just take the money. You throw the wallet back on the floor. That's what you do.
If you're broke and you don't have a penny to your name, you are keeping this wallet.
Yeah. That's probably why you're broke, is because you're stupid.
Exactly.
Every opportunity you get, you fuck up.
Yeah. Well, I was a really good person today. Time to go crawl in my fridge box and go to bed.
And for some reason, that question sounded really anti-Semitic to me. I mean, that's a real Sophie's choice, pardon the pun, when it comes to if you're your people.
Yeah, well, tell me about it. Every day a wallet's lost, and there's a Jew with an incredibly tough decision to make.
Hey, excuse me, sir, did you lose an empty wallet?
With just your ID in it? Weird.
Era. Have you ever said I love you and not heard it back? Yes. Have you ever injured...
Ow. Wow. You didn't teach the dog to say it yet?
So your parents are really that mean. Huh?
Injured yourself during sex?
Have you ever what? Hurt yourself?
Boom! Have you ever injured yourself during sex?
What do you think she's going to say?
I think she's going to say never had sex.
Frog, this is a game, by the way. When you find more of these, we got to turn this into a game where we bet on her answers. You're saying yes, she injured herself?
Me personally, I'm going to say definitely.
Yeah. I'm going to say, can we?
I'm going to say there were no survivors.
First 4 rows got soaked, number one.
The word critical condition is going to be coming soon.
We went to a lower DEFCON level, I know that.
You ever been to SeaWorld and then the Shamu jumps out of the water and splashes?
Right. Yeah. Right. Oh, maybe this is where the bleeding comes in. Interesting. I'm going to say, can I get a special vote? Injured herself on the way to sex. I don't think it was I think.
Yeah. She didn't get into the bed. It was
I say no. I say she's going to say no. And you say yes.
I say yes.
Discount?
I think she injured herself, but she doesn't know it. You know how you hear about overweight ladies who don't know they're pregnant and all of a sudden they're having a baby?
Sure.
Right.
Sure. I thought it was gas.
Right.
I always do that, yeah.
All of a sudden there's a baby in the toilet.
Right. Your gas is crying.
It's a baby in the toilet.
Yeah.
Crying.
You're a funny producer. You're really funny.
He is. The minute you take him out of producer, the guy's angry, staring out a window. You know what I mean?
What was that then?
Yeah, I'm like...
You have anything to say, Shuli?
What?
That's what I thought.
Hey, do this on your frog channel. Let me do this.
Yeah, I've had a pulled cramp and, some other...
A pulled cramp?
Cramp? Is that something she pulled out of her stomach lining?
That's a pulled cramp, and there was the roast beef incident.
To say cramp, I meant crab leg.
A pulled cramp and, you know, some other personal things. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys love Twinkie as much as I do. Do you get
Pulled cramp on Rye? You might be right. I love her.
babes? I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I love her. She's great.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you want your hamburger? A hot dog?
Yeah, she's cute. Give me her info. I'll slide into her BMs.
Yeah. Brian says, I'm starting to see why Frog has been beat by old men. Yeah, he might add another one to that list in a minute.
You want to make something of it?
All right, everybody calm down. A little music.
Hold me
relax.
back.
I'm leaving.
Hit like.
You'll be grieving.
Hit subscribe.
Even the baby can't make this fun.
I'm leaving.
Hit notify. Get yourself a membership.
Now retreating. That it too. But I know that when I go, your super chats will be slow.
It looks like a
Where's
cross
that primal
between-
screen? Yeah.
It's like a cross between a baby and a shop teacher that's worked way too long at the school.
I mean, it makes more sense. You know, baby would play the guitar like that, in my opinion.
It would. And it wouldn't know how to tune it either. Like the grown-up John.
It's just a baby.
We're going to get to this Jerry Lewis stuff. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Velcro on the ceiling. Oh, okay. So just punchlines now? Is she a flatty? They are the worst. A flatty.
Oh, yeah. Like just fat, but no butt.
Oh.
Like a flat ass.
Huh. What's the PayPal for her boyfriend's commissary account? Imagine stuffing her into an MRI machine. Also, 0% chance I would get in an elevator with her.
That's like trying to stuff toothpaste back in the tube. It's not happening.
Yeah. They got to take her to that to like the ones for animals. I'm not even goofing. Like,
right.
Wasn't there a story about Rosie? Or no, I think that was a joke. Maybe Howard said years ago that they had to give her an MRI in a horse MRI machine or something.
Like if a rhinoceros gets a brain tumor, that's where they put her in that thing.
Yeah, exactly. When did Ralphie May transition? You know what? Not bad. The views of AmberLynn do not reflect the rest of Wisconsinites. Yes, metal addict. Skol, brother. Let's go. Do you think she has a pink rascal scooter? I think she's got a few in various colors. If you have a blind date and see someone like this standing outside the restaurant, keep driving. Trust me. Yeah, unless you're into that sort of thing. You know? I hate this bitch so much.
Why?
That's not like you,
Come on.
Diablo. What's wrong?
She's a sweet gal. She's just a little mixed up.
Doesn't this bitch live stream? I want to troll. I think she goes
does live stream, but only for her members. So I'm going to join her channel, Shuli.
Thank you.
I'm putting it on your card, though.
No, thank you. But go ahead.
Cover yourself in peanut butter so she befriends
Why?
you.
What does she charge? What do you get?
I think she just does the live streams for her members, and it's $5.
Nice.
All right. Tell her I want to see her feet and legs.
And if you want to look in the private chat, Shuli.
Oh, yeah? Is this a show that's on right now?
Uh-huh.
Do I know the show?
No.
Okay, hold on. All right, we got a little pop-up raid. Sit tight. Let's go. Wait, I got to leave here for...
Check out the propane tank.
So that's what do you call them? Isn't that the Marines thing in the back?
That is a Marine Corps flag.
That's
yes.
a Marine Corps flag. Okay, no Marine, which is
You don't typically see a propane tank indoors, do you?
Well, unless you decide to grill indoors, which you shouldn't do. Maybe he's maybe that's where he keeps his propane tanks. But where's the person on the stream? Oh, this is just an empty stream, Joe. What are we seeing here?
Yeah, he was there a minute ago.
Yeah, he's not there now.
See? See, he was there. Doing a scrolling on his.
I live in their fucking brains rent free.
Oh man, this guy's writing a manifesto somewhere.
I'm talking about.
This stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflesh.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free, so you have nothing to lose. But don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with
is
this
that
anymore.
Go
check it out now. Just click over to Crystal Flesh.
It's so loud. Lower it a little bit. Is that something that Shuli's wife sells? Oh, here he goes. Yeah, all right.
Who the fuck is this guy? Holy
exactly.
Fuck, newcomer. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Baruch Hashem. Hello, Baruch Hashem. Hello, Baruch.
Yeah, it's quite an echo you got going there.
See, this
Shuli.
guy, you can't
Shuli?
Pull anything over this guy's eyes. I mean,
why are you leaving? Where are you going? You didn't expect you're a stranger. You don't expect.
I'm still standing here, man. Yeah, it sounded like he didn't like.
You almost look like Papa Dickless. Where are you going?
I'd turn the camera away. I was busy scratching.
Hey, Shuli, where are you going?
I got to jump off for me. I got tornado sirens going off over here. You got to give me a couple minutes.
You got it, man. We'll vamp.
Whoops.
You know what? This guy sucks, though.
I was going to see if you wanted to go over there.
No, because he's already like
Al
sniffing.
Hitler. All right, I'll let you up.
He's already sniffing it out, man. He knows what's going on. Oh, he
There
let
you
this
go.
guy.
Yeah, only I can see it. What's up?
What's up, Mr. Hal?
I kind of like the cut of your jib, Mr. Heil Hitler. Let's go. Let's have a good time.
So,
do you know that black people have 15 toes? Did you know that?
I'm not Jewish.
Okay.
Well, that means you're one of the good ones.
Yankee.
Oh, gotcha.
I was born here in the United States in northern New York. I'm not Jewish. I'm not Catholic.
Well, that's good.
I'm everything. Actually,
I am the Alpha and the
Methodist,
Omega.
Catholic,
I am the entity.
Islamic. I'm everything. Did you know that?
He didn't know that. You just told him. That's some insane shit. So that guy is definitely writing a manifesto, right, Joe?
It definitely looks like it.
So
I'll subscribe. We'll check in on him again later.
Let's get into the next thing on the docket here. Shuli finally decided to leave me at the helm, and let's go. Do we have any super chats? Let's do some super chats first before we get into the Jerry Lewis.
You want to do that, or do you want to watch that chick?
Took the brunt of a lot of shit. And
do I have a choice?
Back in the day when I first started,
I mean, yeah.
Who is it?
That was Rosie.
I thought you'd like her.
Is that Michaela?
No, that's Veronica Chronicles.
Well, let's go see what she's all about then. You already introduced me
I'm
to her,
saying.
so let's fucking go.
it resonated with me.
She has her own Joey C. Look.
And it says Rosie is back and looking for a new feeder.
Oh, you know what a feeder is?
From context, I'm assuming it's someone that likes to feed people.
So there's a show called My, was it 1,000-Pound Life, 600-Pound Life? The 600-Pound Life, a lot of these people that are on the show, they have something they call feeders. And the feeder is like a spouse or a loved one that just enables these people to get fatter and fatter. They're constantly shoving food in their
It's also a bag that you strap onto a horse's face.
Go get stuck in a tornado.
That's crazy. This siren has been going off for a while. That's the now it's off. But I got an Amber when I was waiting to go on that guy's show. I'm backstage and I get that severe weather Amber Alert thing, and it's like tornado warning till 7:45, and then I hear my kids running down here and getting into our little shelter.
Oh my God. What a life.
So.
What a life that you live down south. That's the thing. Like, it's the Alabama, great place, I'm sure. You know, feels safe where you are. You get a lot of space. Tornadoes, man. Ugh.
What are you gonna do? California was nice, but you had earthquakes and fucking landslides and fires and all this shit.
And poor Mexicans. All kinds of crazy shit going on.
What's going on here?
Too bad he can't shoot a tornado, though. You know, if you could shoot a tornado, Alabama would be the perfect place to live. So this is Veronica Chronicles, and that's Veronica on the left, and on the right is some sort of a train wreck. I think it's a Soundgarden video on the right. She's looking for somebody to feed her fat ass.
Yeah, looks like they lost the map in Blair Witch on the screen on the right.
I'm gonna call myself. I am a chronically online person. Whoever might be also that's listening to this, and it could be because we're neurodivergent or whatever. We just find more interest in this world versus whatever else other worlds, right? I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not embarrassed of it.
Yeah, that'll help.
The friendships, the way everything works is different.
She's putting mayonnaise on her lips.
Like the value
what's
in it
tough
is how much
you
you
can't
put
top
on it. So if
AmberLynn
you make this
after
internet
seeing
thing,
AmberLynn. Like,
your
this
whole
is
life,
Bush League,
it could
in my
ruin
opinion.
your life. It can make people end their life. It could ruin everything. But if it's
Well,
just
that's
like
what, for me, the internet was my life and has been my life for 20
Well, I
years.
gotta tell you, Zach
And
Amico's
people
been
don't
funnier.
understand
You know,
that. And
this
they're
is
like,
not one of his better appearances.
And that was like her version of Joey C on the right. She's like,
Right.
I'm looking for my own feeder.
Yeah, she has my hair. You ain't kidding. All right, what do you got for me, Frog? Jerry Lewis wise. What, do you have a tornado?
Did I mute myself? Sorry.
Yeah.
What I was
Unless you want to
saying
hear,
was-
unless you want to hear about Drewski getting in trouble. But I think, what do you guys want to do? Jerry Lewis?
Yeah, let's do Jerry Lewis.
Come on, he's a legend. Let's go. Hello?
Yep.
Come part of
What do
our
you got?
national.
Is there anything you want to set up?
Yeah, so this is, I told you, I was trying to set it up.
At the beginning. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So this is an interview that he did with the news about how people don't like him and his group raising money for muscular dystrophy.
Which is odd, because why would people be upset with you trying to raise money for people in need? You know, that is odd.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, no.
All right, let's see.
It has become part of our national calendar every Labor Day weekend for 27 years. A mix of showbiz glitz and heart-wrenching stories of battling disease. And each year, Jerry Lewis kids, cajoles, and pleads with his audience to pledge $1 more than the year before.
Now I am really excited. Oh, dear God. Yeah!
Over the years, Lewis...
I got to say, this is where the Chabad telethon beat the crap out of the Jerry Lewis telethon, because every time they check the tote board, just dancing like maniacs. Went up 50 cents, they'd dance.
Right.
You need that energy.
Up here, we had the Variety Club telethon, which is more of a rip on Jerry. But
okay.
Yeah, and they like really celebrated when when those totes came out, like when the numbers came up, there was excitement. They were happy.
There was also a multiple sclerosis telethon thing that they did as well. That was another, not Jerry, somebody else did it. Because I remember Captain Jenks prank called that one as well. I have Jenks prank call the Jerry Lewis telethon. It's good.
Has helped raise more than $1 billion to fight muscular dystrophy and other diseases. The 66-year-old comedian says it's become his life's work, that as soon as 1 year's telethon is over, he starts producing the next one.
I got to deliver Debbie Reynolds live.
In the first hour.
In the first hour from Branson, Missouri.
Lewis is clinical about the telethon.
Debbie Reynolds, what a get. He goes, I got Debbie Reynolds from Branson, Missouri, live.
Where to put the star?
He's been doing this since like the Colgate Hour.
Yes.
I mean, since the 50s, he's been doing this. There's got to be what kind of kickback or what kind of where's the scam in this? Is my opinion.
Well, that's what
my
I want to
question.
get to. I want to see what's the problem people got with him.
Where to put the corporate sponsors? Where to put news of the latest medical breakthrough? Honestly, As a showman, do you also have to tug at people's heartstrings?
Absolutely. You must tug at their heartstrings. If you don't tug at their heartstrings,
You must tug at the heartstrings. If you don't tug at the heartstrings,
then you're on the air for nothing. We're not a variety program. I have to let the people know that this child that I'm introducing them to had a life expectancy of
totally
maybe-
fucked up.
Right, he's saying, he goes, this is a thing of milk that should have been bad 10 years ago, and it's still good.
Their parents should have threw that away years ago.
If you
But
don't
now
think
it's my problem, not
right.
yours.
You don't want me to mention that? Like, what? What? Excuse me?
How about that my hair's been black for 40 years?
8 or 9 months 25 years ago. Today, he has a life expectancy of 15 or 18 years.
You make no apology for the fact that you want to get people emotionally involved in the plight of these children.
I make no apology. I'm spitting my gut out. I'm coming from my gut.
It is
Whoa, there's a drop. I'm coming from my gut. Okay. It's getting
A
a little...
growing number of disabled Americans say that all the millions Jerry Lewis raises from his gut come at too high a cost.
Why has he got a... He's like touching them. That's weird. Why he's got a Biden all
very
these
weird.
kids?
There's all kinds of like compilations on YouTube of him being really weird during the telethon, especially in his later years, you know?
I can get that, though. He was on all kinds of crazy, fucked up medication. Remember,
Yes.
like he was like, he blew up to AmberLynn size at one point.
Just his head. It was just his head. It was the weirdest thing. He looked like a parade balloon. Like
AmberLynn head! AmberLynn head!
he had this giant fucking head from this medication they put him on.
They say Lewis succeeds by portraying them as objects of pity, reinforcing stereotypes of the...
What is he doing?
But the best is they edit it this way to show, like, look at what an asshole this guy is.
Right,
He's
right.
mocking this kid right to his face.
And he was making, the little retard was making fun of me.
Yeah, he started it. Hey!
Hey, I'm suing you.
Portraying them as objects of pity, reinforcing stereotypes of the disabled as helpless and childlike.
I mean, hold on.
Oh,
shit.
no. Oh,
Never mind
no.
what I was going to say. Go ahead.
Uh-oh, I gotta hear this gripe.
Look
Here
at
we
this
go.
lolly-
Now we're getting down to the meat and potatoes over here.
AmberLynn, not real meat and potatoes. It's a turn of phrase.
And childlike.
I think that he is the personification of what we call the disability bigot, which is the guy who thinks that we are something other than human.
Mike.
Whoa, Jer Bear?
Irvin and his sister.
Have you ever seen those J.D. Vance memes on Twitter?
That's a pretty
It's
good
like
one.
The new J.D. Vance meme.
That's
yeah.
a good one. Yeah, what is that shirt? Hold on.
Also, you may have missed it, but if you listen, the dude or the reporter says that that's his sister, and they both have muscular dystrophy.
Oh man,
What are the odds of that?
Oh, and your parents are brothers and sisters. Yeah.
What does it say on his shirt? It's got them walking. It's got the evolutionary chart into a wheelchair. It's the
Yeah, I
final
know.
stage.
Yeah. That's weird.
That is weird.
Bigot, which is the guy who thinks
He's got a little kid's body and a professional race car driver head.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's got a tiny handicapped body, and then he looks like one of those alien conspiracy guys. From the neck
Adapter
up.
Parish is what it says. Got
Oh, thank you. Ooh, somebody knows things.
it. Someone's got a message.
that we are something other than human.
Mike Irvin and his sister, Chris Matthews, both have muscular dystrophy. They are former poster children, Jerry's kids. But they've now formed something called Jerry's Orphans to protest.
I mean, that's... God bless her, but I mean, that's something where you go, is this my eyes? Am I having a stroke?
Have you seen my noodle legs?
Message. The group claims to have more than 3,000 members.
Oh my God, this is a...
Can we get some B-roll of you rolling from the living room into the office on the 8-foot cordless phone you own? Thank you.
I mean, well, what a parent's nightmare. I mean, at least, usually you have one good kid
Yeah.
that's functioning around. You got two of these kids zipping around in wheelchairs.
That head's so big when he goes to talk on the phone. I'm surprised he doesn't just fall right over to that side.
Yeah, he's like the car in the Flintstones in the beginning when they put the big rack of barbecue on it.
The group claims to have more than 3,000 members, including more and more former poster children, like Laura Hershey of Denver.
I like that she needed a tag to let everybody know she's the poster child.
I was being asked
Oh,
to...
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Don't you feel bad now?
Yeah. 'Cause I'm about to make some NASA jokes here in a minute about liftoff, and it's not going to be fun.
We see one of those straws connected to one of those beer hats.
I mean, in subtle ways, I was being asked to evoke pity.
And Ben Matlin of Los Angeles.
No, it's Adam Bush.
All MDA seems to do is parade us across the stage as a worst-case scenario, a fate worse than death.
In our interview, Lewis confronted Jerry's orphans in detail for the first time.
They've got a problem. I hope that they get better.
They got a few problems.
How can you say that? I mean, how can I say it? Listen again. They have a problem. I hope they get better.
But these people have this disease, and they say you're making them feel childlike.
I feel terrible about that. It's a shame. But while I'm playing to 100 million people that think what I'm doing's okay, I can't worry about or dignify 20, 30 people. I can't. I haven't got...
No matter how crippled they are, it doesn't register. Sorry. You don't move the needle. I mean, the fucking best, this guy. The best.
There's 100,000 retards out there that want to have this place. I can buy and sell these retards as much as I want.
I'll find another guy to drool on the air in 2 seconds. You think he's special?
Jerry's orphans organized protests last year outside stations carrying the telephone, and turnout was small. Efforts
Yeah,
to
because
get
because they didn't have a ramp. That's why.
You gotta grab that in the Discord. That clip. I'll find it. The Doug clip.
Sponsors to drop out have so far failed. Dr.
The one
Arnold
with
Gale,
Sam Kinison?
Yeah, get that.
I've got
ready.
it. Yeah, give me a second.
a neurologist with muscular dystrophy.
Whoa, this guy's a neurologist with this shit. Imagine you go, doctor will be in a minute. It's going to work on you. You go, can we talk in the other room for a second? The one with stairs? Thanks. Yeah.
Dr. Arnold Gale, a neurologist with muscular dystrophy, says Lewis's critics have it wrong.
The voices that produce that criticism are often the voices of people who are in their own lives unhappy, unsettled, and who have not come to grips with their own disabilities.
Let me put my brain in your working leg body.
Jeff says, I see his point. He's trying to raise money for everyone that has MS. When 10 people don't like how he does it, that's their problem. I agree with you. I just think that it's great that he would go on the air and just say, like, fuck you. You don't like it, fuck you. Good for him.
Do have some high-powered supporters.
He paints as his having one foot in the grave.
What's this
another
guy
on
got?
a banana peel.
Evan Kemp is chairman of the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission.
Morning, how are you?
Kemp, who has muscular dystrophy, says Lewis's emotional
I just wrote, you bitches want to get wet or what?
message creates real, practical problems for the disabled.
My kids cannot go in the workplace. There's nothing they can do. They've been attacked by a vicious killer. I'm begging for their survival.
Wow. That's a good approach. I like that.
I'm begging for their survival.
Right. This is, hello, MS. It's me, Jerry.
But I can't worry about the 30 people or so over here. I'm begging for the survival of these people. These people could rot. They can go take a shit.
I love all of you except the Nudniks. Please, shut the fuck up.
Mary Lewis wrote to the White House demanding that Kemp be silenced and threatening to go before 90 million viewers to defend the Muscular Dystrophy Association if Kemp persisted.
Who's Kemp?
That was Kemp Howard. He was the lesser-known stooge.
The neurosurgeon or the guy?
Yeah, no, the last guy who's from the Equal Opportunity Commission.
Okay, he wants to keep his mouth shut. Do the press conference on the second floor. You don't want him to say anything.
Then White House Chief of Staff Sam Skinner told Kemp to stop talking, stressing the importance of putting this matter to rest.
So
It's a measure.
So now I can't walk. Now I got to stop talking too.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Right. You're not gonna silence a man just because you think he doesn't have a spine. He does. It's quite the opposite.
I stand with Jerry Zorford. Well, you know what I mean. I sit down with him. But...
of how strongly he feels that today Kemp defied those orders. Could you get fired for talking to us?
I could.
And why are you doing it?
Well, I think it's very important, and I don't think that as chairman of the EEOC that I can keep quiet.
Call your pledge in for my kids and my teenage kids and my older kids.
One of the things that sets off Lewis's critics is all his talk about Jerry's kids, which they say portrays people who have muscular dystrophy and related diseases as childlike, when the vast majority live long lives.
We are
That's an adult. That's a 38-year-old woman he's got in his arms.
He dresses me this way.
Adults, and we have to be accepted as adults in this world. There are too many people who go around thinking that disability somehow stunts you emotionally and intellectually. And that is the biggest problem.
That's the biggest problem on your list of problems, sir? You feel like Jerry Lewis treats you like a child?
I mean, you know, you start looking at all the problems that you have that you can't change, and you start looking for the ones that you can.
I love that Jerry went out of his way to do this charity to help, and then had to take a stand against his own charity when they tried to give him shit for it.
The fact that he even took that interview, you know,
great.
with those people, reeling against him. What the fuck does he care? Like, he doesn't have to donate his time to this Jerry's Kids thing unless he's getting some crazy kickback or some slush funds. I'm thinking it's like some fucking Goomba mafia scam.
Right.
You know,
I don't like the way he portrays us. Like, get the fuck over it. You've gotten over so much more intense shit in your life. This you're stuck on?
Yeah. Have you tried smiling?
Yeah.
That we run into. It's not our muscular dystrophy. It's not the fact that we can't walk. It's that attitude.
I am proud to be a Jerry's kid.
Airline executive Barry Goldberg was stricken with Lou Gehrig's disease 3 years ago at age 43.
I'm
He
not
says
even
the
a
point
Lou.
about Jerry's kids is not to make them
I don't even like baseball.
children, but to create a sense of family, with Lewis at the head.
There's just something special about him. I mean, he wants to help save lives. And if I could applaud and I could stand up, I would give Jerry Lewis a standing ovation.
Sounds like he's got more like he's got Jew Gehrig's disease. You know what I mean?
Like Jerry's probably like, I love when the Jews are in wheelchairs. You can always know where they are. You always got an eye on them. I love that.
I love laughing at the Jew wheelchair people.
Yeah, I remember a guy by the name of Doug Beatty going on the Howard Stern show years ago because Howard had a bug up his ass about Jerry, and really, you know, he tried to get Jerry's actual kids to come on the air and talk about their dad. And this dude, Doug, who suffered from MS, I think he's passed since, he toured with Sam Kinison. Sam Kinison used to take him on the road. This was his shtick.
He's a very funny kid. I love him. He makes Vegas an event for me. Mr. Doug Beatty! Bring him out, girls! Doug Beatty! Woo!
There's Sam's
Oh,
wives.
goddamn, with the hottest fucking nurses in Vegas. Not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, this is Malika and Sabrina. Woo! Hello.
What do they look like today, you think?
Well, I don't think they're wearing that. I think there's actual nurses with them today.
Right. They look more like Sam Kinison today.
Doug, I just want to introduce you to the people that may not know you. This is Doug
I remember
Beatty.
that guy.
How do you feel about Jerry Lewis, Doug?
I hate that son of a bitch. Been doing this goddamn telethon for what, 30 years now? Made a couple $1 billion. I haven't seen dime one.
You haven't seen one fucking dime. How old are you now, Doug?
25.
25 fucking years. Have you ever been asked to be the poster boy?
Never. They wouldn't give me anything.
Fucking sons of fucking cunt bitches, man.
I hate that bastard. I want his ass.
Don't get up. Don't get up. Don't get up. Hold him. Hold him. He gets excited, man. Fuck, he starts flying around the room and pissing on people, man. It's not pretty.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's better than anything Jerry could have ever done for this guy. This dude used to fucking party. I mean, chicks, drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a life Sam gave him.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get you a line of cocaine. We're going to get you laid. We're going to do everything you wanted to do.
We're going to shove you inside a pussy.
Yeah.
Dude, well, I say you're having fun. It's fun. Well, listen, you know, I've tried to help. You know that. I've taken Dougie under my wing. I like to call him Sammy's kid. And I like to challenge any of Jerry's kids to take him on. He can beat any of Jerry's kids' fucking asses.
This was great, Sam Kinison.
asses,
This was Wild Thing, Sam Kinison, right?
Yes.
Like this is
rock
like
star. Just anything goes, Sam Kinison.
Just so coked out. His last shitty album that wasn't great because he was so fucked up on drugs and stuff like that. This is my favorite Sam Kinison.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got him all. I'll get him.
You could take on Jerry's toughest kid, couldn't you?
Yeah, I'll kick his fucking ass.
I'm sorry, folks. I love this fucking shit, man. I would love to see that, but fuck the Incredible Hulk. You know what I mean?
What?
Fuck the Hulk and the fucking Big Boss, man. I'd like to see you take on one of Jerry's kids and beat his fucking ass, wheelchair for wheelchair.
I'll do it, man. Anytime, any place. Anywhere.
Hey, Sam was the first one to think of battle bots right there. That was the idea. Some fucking executive heard it years later. Boom.
How much money did they raise? How much money do they raise every year on this telethon?
About 30, 40 million a year.
And there's no cure.
Nothing. There's nothing.
How are you
I
gonna
haven't
cure
seen
that?
a fucking thing. The cash is the fucking cure, Jerry.
So what you're saying is you'd rather have the cash or the cure. They're not going to give you the cure. At least give you a little cash to party on while you're waiting on the fucking cure, right?
Yeah. I mean, party, have some fun, you know?
That makes sense. So what have I done for you? Tell them what I've done for you.
Oh, it's been great. Took me out to the chicken ranch, got my dick sucked, we party, you know?
That's right. Hey, that's right.
Hey,
I've got him special medication.
Only the best.
Hey, man, fuck it, man. The guy deserves to party. Don't you think so? Fucking sit around for some mythical cure drinking. Doug Beatty, ladies and gentlemen. A man who challenges Jerry's fucking kid.
I mean, what a time. I mean, people don't understand what a time it was to be alive back then.
Unbelievable.
That was great.
All right, back to the opposite of that.
He's inspired lots of people. He told us about Adam Marino, who in last year's telethon at age 10 asked Lewis to come bowl with him.
And I promise you, I'll fly to Chicago and we'll knock down some pins.
I'm
Okay?
gonna throw you down the fucking lane. How does that sound?
Jerry's got to push him, and then they just got to smack his hand to release the ball, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
A month later, Lewis kept his promise.
Look at that.
He says Adam beat him by 10 pins.
Jesus, Jerry. I mean, you could have left that part out of the story.
I'd like you to know, my friend, that he's still alive 1 year since that date. And the mother and the father say, you came to bowl with him, and he's going to stay alive for you.
Lewis compares it to the famous story about
That's like steel toe logic right there.
Babe Ruth hitting a home run for a sick boy that kept him alive.
I'm the god.
Yeah.
I'm the one making things happen for these people.
Mr. Lewis, can you get a 7-10 split for me?
Child survived by hero worship. Babe Ruth made him walk. Okay?
Oh my God, are you kidding?
That kid survived because of hero worship. I got to hear that again.
Yeah.
That child survived by hero worship. Babe Ruth made him walk. Okay?
Oh my God, are you kidding? He actually said that.
The arrogance of him to assume that he's a hero, to those of us in our condition, the very idea that he would assume that we needed A, heroes, B, that
Janice, I got this. Leave the room legs first, please. I got this.
he would be the hero that we would choose, it's just beyond my comprehension.
Every year, Parade magazine asks Lewis to write a cover story about the telethon. 2 years ago, his article was called If I Had Muscular Dystrophy.
This is like OJ's If I Did It.
Right. Yeah.
It was the final straw that led to the formation of Jerry's Orphans. Lewis wrote about cripples and said if he had MD, he'd have to learn how to be half a person.
Oh, man.
Call them half a person.
If I was one of those people with those cookie legs,
I'd be half a person, half a garbage can. Boy, yeah, boy.
You've talked about the indignity of being carried. You've talked about the steel imprisonment
I wrote that in a piece,
of
yes.
the wheelchair.
Right.
All of that you
Right.
wrote. Is that the way you really feel about it?
They can't run with me down the hall, can they?
Jerry.
the minute I'll tell you something. The minute they can keep up with me is the minute I eat my words. Eat my words.
They can't even run alongside their hero.
They can't run with me down the hall, can they? In truth, aren't they given half? Haven't they been left with half? If there's a degree of measurement, are they...
Can you imagine a celebrity of any kind saying any of this in an interview today?
Oh, no way.
Oh, my God.
Without a doubt.
The outrage, the looting and burning that would be going on in cities over this. Tom Cruise called them half people.
A-hole.
A half a person. Can you believe that? Because you have a disability, you automatically have relinquished half of your
Just because
humanity.
half your body works doesn't mean you're half a person. I'm more of a bomb.
I was just thinking this.
I'm more of a I can't even do it. I'm laughing so hard.
I'm more of a half-body working guy than
Yeah, I'm more of
half-body.
the half-body glasses. Glasses half body full.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
To describe what that does, it hurts me. It physically hurts me. Telling it to you now, I'm sorry, but my first reaction is tears because it's taken away my self-esteem.
Oh, poor darling. Don't let it do that. You're better than that.
You've devoted most of your life to this. Now here you have former poster children, kids that you...
My finger's glued to my forehead, by the way.
His posture in interviews I find so fascinating. There's one from the 70s, late 70s, that I put in Discord just for the way he's sitting when this interview starts. It's amazing. If you can get that one ready.
There are guys who do this. So like I've seen that before. Malcolm X used to do that in public. Like there's certain prominent figures who, for some reason, that it like I don't know, kind of makes you feel like that they're going to say something stoic and brilliant. They're geniuses.
I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Let me get some of these ready.
Yes.
I have some Jerry Lewis telethon clips.
To college.
And they are now turning on you and calling themselves Jerry's Orphans. Forget the issues. Personally,
Jerry's Orphans.
what does that do to you?
Why didn't they call us anything when we bought them the wheelchairs, Chris?
Oh.
Why wasn't I a terrible man when we bought them the wheelchairs that are getting them around?
Well, they don't need.
Don't
Hold
you
on.
know that all of the people that have nothing to do with them are appalled by what they're doing?
People who are appalled with them are appalled at what they're doing. Everybody's appalled.
Fuck them. Fuck them. That's what I say.
Yeah. Can I be totally honest and candid with you?
Right.
They're pieces of shit, those cripples.
Maybe they got what they deserve. Did you ever think of that?
Maybe instead of finding the cure, we're buying them wheelchairs. You ever think about that?
Jerry's pissed. Yeah. He's like Kevin Brennan. I paid you.
It's again the paternalistic thing. It's if you're good to dad and you cuddle up and kiss dad, then you get all kinds of rewards. But if you stand up to your
After all I did for them. Yep. But he did do a lot.
father, he's going to cut you off and tell you.
But there's $40 million is being raised a year, and they're buying them wheelchairs. Like,
Yeah, that's
what?
kinda
Where's
crazy.
where's that money going? Like, what is going on? I can say to you till my face is blue that this money's going into research to help cure these kids. You know how you cure these people? If your mommy and daddy doesn't drink and smoke and do drugs and then fuck, that's the fucking problem.
How much does that cost? Figure that out.
I don't know.
40 million.
More than 40 million, you know.
In great.
Does Jerry Lewis have to go?
He probably does. Jerry's orphans, Mike Irwin, Chris Matthews, all the others want him to leave. And I think he's going to have to leave.
Calm down, sir. Calm down.
I have to go look for a brain for my master. We're creating a man.
You want some soup?
Cross your mind for a moment that perhaps these people who have the disease are right and you're wrong, that you're making a mistake?
No, never.
They're half right because they're half people. Thank you.
Half right because they're half people. Fucking hey, man.
Look at that face.
Hopefully he says that next.
Yeah, right?
Oh, my God.
Never. Never. I am so right because my heart and my gut steers me. And you'll never, no, you'll never. I'm one of the luckiest men alive. I do very good work. No one can tell me differently.
Wow.
Amen, Jerry. Amen.
Last time I heard a rant like that, the guy was wearing a headband, if you know what I mean.
Like, look at this. Look at this. Is some telethon moments towards the end here.
We have lots of good stuff to tell you. A lot of good people to present. Some terrific entertainers that are going to come up in this hour. And I forgot to just check in earlier with my good luck charm. How you doing, Shelley?
It's Shuli.
Yeah? How come you... You're eating a ham sandwich? Ham and you're talking to me? What, are you nuts? That's the quickest way to lose a Jewish friend, don't you know that? Well, I'll come back to you later when you're through eating. Be sure she has something to drink. I love you too, drunken broad.
That's good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's just good-natured ribbing, you know.
Yeah.
He's treating them like real people.
Exactly. He wasn't treating her with kid gloves on over there.
$55 million.
Right?
Wow.
Lee, next time you get a cue to play, ask me first.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. $55 million ain't going to stop him from being a prick to Lee, his band leader.
Just couldn't wait till the break, I guess.
Poor guy has to sit there and do this for 24 fucking hours, and he's got to hear it from this fucking asshole.
Okay? You have to understand something. I've got people in the booth that have only done this 30 years. So we have to understand that they screw up every once in a while.
They're called women.
Okay? Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that very much. All of us in...
Wow. What a joy this guy is to be around.
But I'm kidding. I'm kidding you. But seriously, don't do that ever again.
Oh, God. This was the interview from the 70s I was telling you about. Check this out.
Now, whatever you think of Jerry Lewis, I want you to put it aside for the next few minutes because I think you're going to hear things from Jerry Lewis that you've never heard before. Certainly one piece of information about his drug abuse I know will be revealed tonight for the first time. He's in South Florida to make a movie, and he's going to be with us for a few months, and I know he's watching now, so let's watch as I talk to Jerry Lewis. Let me oversimplify Jerry Lewis.
Okay, so keep in mind, the camera's set up, everything's set up. Just look at this posture he's in when they shoot him.
And I'm trying to represent the people watching now who only know you from television and movies. First word comes to my mind is egomaniac. Have you heard that before?
Oh, sure.
From friends, not from enemies. But
No, there are no such things as enemies. I don't believe in enemies.
I love it. I love it. I don't know such thing. I don't believe in it. Therefore, doesn't exist.
By the way, I'm not wearing any pants. That's my choice.
Ego. How about free balling? You ever heard of that term? Because that's what I'm doing right now.
Can you see my balls? Of course you can.
Tennis balls, anyone? Hey!
That there are people that don't know you.
Okay. Those who don't know you use that term often.
I think that you will find that I am placed in the category of some marvelous people with the term egomaniac. I can give you a list of people who over the years have had that term used, and I'm very proud of it. Charlie Chaplin was an egomaniac. Stan Laurel was an egomaniac. Buster
Hitler.
Keaton was the egomaniac.
Hitler, boy, what an egomaniac that guy was.
Maniac. I'm very proud to be in that company. And you will find that the term egomaniac, Joe, is usually applied to those who are multifaceted. The minute they do more than one job, for some strange reason, and I suspect that the reason for it is that you are punctuating how singularly faceted the envious performer might be.
Yes, absolutely. He's on a roll right now. He's talking about the subject he loves the most, which is Jerry.
Can I get some more couch in here, please?
Yeah.
I'm running out of couch.
Could this room be more flammable, please? Thank you.
Therefore must put a brand on you. Hence, egomaniac.
So it doesn't really bother you to hear that word used?
Anything negative bothers me, Joe. Anything that I believe is unfair. If you got a negative that I got coming, it's going to bother me. But I'm going to examine it and try to make it better.
Do you think that you being generally thought of as a comedian is a negative?
No. Oh, God, no. Oh, no. Being thought of as a comedian is a high compliment.
Well, except I always...
This pose is just a fucking mess.
Holy shit.
I'm not even going to sit up to talk to you. Oh, it's so great.
This guy came into the room. He's sitting. Look at the way the guy is sitting. The guy's sitting so high above him.
Somebody in the chat said this is like an SNL sketch. Like it's like it's not even real.
This guy was like, "Is he going to really do the interview like this? He's going to be sitting on the." Okay, just checking, just making sure. Mr. Lewis will only do the interview if he's able to lounge. Okay, that's fine.
You know, the guy looked up from his questions and goes, "So you're ready to go? All right,
comfortable."
Seem to get the feeling that you want to be taken more seriously than people do.
Well, on a personal basis, yes, of course. If I'm sitting with people that I want to make a point with,
Is that a chain over the collar of his shirt, or is that
Yes.
just the design of the shirt?
I thought it was a chain.
Because if he put that chain under the collar and around,
yes,
that's pretty badass.
That's pretty amazing.
hoping that they're going to generate a moment.
It's a chain, right? That's
It's a chain.
badass.
It's glimmering.
Where's this big Star of David on that fucking thing?
Of intelligence.
I thought that thing underneath, that little design, I thought that was like part of the chain, like some Hebrew letter.
Do you like my hair? Xerox did it. They they used the same ink cartridges. You've never seen a shade of black hair like that.
Have you heard of Superman? This is Superman. Jerry's Superman.
And listen, if nothing more, just listen and know that I am not performing for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
In other words, the thing that bothers me is when I'm sitting with a couple of guys and we're talking about what fun it is to be together, and all of a sudden the subject of Cambodia comes up. I'd like them to assume that I am now going to not be funny and relate to that subject. And when that doesn't happen, that disturbs me. Because
I may or may not do a racist Chinese accent if Cambodia comes up.
He's saying the opposite. He's saying his curse in life is that he's so funny that when he wants to focus on serious issues, people are like, no, you can't shut that off, Jer Bear. We need the funny. He does look a lot like Jim Jones in that shot.
Can't I just take a break for 5
Right.
minutes and be serious? Be real, Jerry.
Why? Cambodia is hilarious.
What they're doing is they're not listening.
Where do you find yourself in your life right now? How old are you?
52. I'll be 53 March 16th.
Are you where you thought you wanted to be 20 years ago at 53, midlife?
I don't believe I thought about that 20 years
You
ago.
didn't?
No.
20 years ago, were you still with Dean Martin?
No.
1958?
22 years ago,
22.
he was still working for me.
He was still...
Wow. Oh, notice the verbiage there, right? They were partners for a long time. Now all of a sudden, he worked for me back then. Yes.
Some people may call that compensating.
He was more of like an assistant than a friend, I would say. But okay.
He's my sidekick.
My sidekick.
Tell us about that very quickly. Let's move through that. Why the breakup?
It was expedient. It was the time. We had hit the crest. There was more things that I wanted to do. I was the catalyst between Martin and Lewis, the public, and our whole corporate structure. I created the split.
Would he agree with that if he were sitting here right now?
Yes. Oh, yes, of course. And it was...
I had him sign an NDA. There's nothing else he can say.
But he won't be sitting here.
He won't. He won't.
Was at the time, it was the most devastating thing in my life because I didn't know where I would go, but I knew one thing, that with all of my training from my dad and all the years of learning about our business, the one thing that I will never ever forget till the day I die was when he said to me, walk off a winner. Don't get knocked out of the ring. There's nothing quite as degrading as getting knocked through the ropes. Now, I was 10 years old, I would guess, maybe 12, when he told me that, and then sure enough, I remember seeing Joe Louis getting knocked through those ropes, and I knew it all that night, exactly what he meant. Well, Dean and I were the champions of the world, and if we'd have sustained what we were doing, while beneath all of that, and behind the scenes, the undercurrents were beginning to build up, it had nowhere to go but down. And that's getting knocked out of the ropes.
Was it a very sudden thing? I mean, did you just say to him one day, it's over? Or
No,
did you
it was
negotiate
building.
it, talk
It was
about
building in the last. We had 8 super years. The last 2 were very difficult.
Now, it's been intimated. It's been more than intimate. It's been said that they broke up because you were an egomaniac. You were insufferable. You couldn't stand to share anything with anybody.
That's
would
not
be
true.
Your number one
My
problem.
greatest pride was that I was working with the greatest straight man that ever lived.
Why then did you not speak for so many years? Or is that true?
Great question.
No, that's true. I doubt very strongly if anyone had the relationship that we had, would speak. I don't believe in the people that get divorced to tell me that they're just wonderful friends. They've been divorced and...
So he's a scorched earth guy, is what he's saying. He's like, there is no let's keep in touch. If we're breaking up, this plane's going into the side of a mountain. There are no survivors.
Yeah, and who else does that sound like? It sounds like a lot of people we know. It sounds like Stern does the same thing, right?
Of course. I
If
think a
you're
lot
out,
of
you're
people
out.
do that. I'm not friends with exes. I don't think that's normal. But a working relationship in comedy with somebody like that you guys, these two did what they did. Yeah, I just think Jerry had a bigger picture of what he wanted to do, and I think he knew he didn't need Dean to do it.
Well, I think it's also that Jerry thought he was the draw, and he was the guy that was the bigger star.
But he kind of was, because look at what happened to him after he left. It didn't happen that way for Dean.
Well, Dean did great.
He did good. He did fine, but he didn't. I mean, they're they're knighting him in France or whatever the fuck. He's
France.
I get it. Listen, it's not. I wouldn't put it on my list of credits, but I feel like Jerry got a lot more. He compared to Dean after the breakup.
So I just want to say that Dean Martin, after the breakup, though, Jerry was the draw. Nah, again, he wasn't the draw before he met Dean Martin, and it was what Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis did that made that great. But when Dean Martin broke up with Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin was part of the Rat Pack. He had the whole Rat Pack years of the 60s.
That's true.
He was doing all those movies. He had a bunch of hit albums, That's Amore,
true.
all that shit. So I think maybe that in Jerry Lewis's head, he was this big, amazing director, this guy who made all these innovative films. And he did. Even The Nutty Professor was unbelievable, films like that. But I think they both had a neck-and-neck career when it came to doing well. No, there's no Garfunkel in this duo. You know what I mean?
No, right. Wow, this strikes me as how John wanted his life to go, exception he would have been a million times the asshole that Jerry is.
Sure.
You're so true.
Sure. I mean, Jerry Lewis earned that egomania, for sure.
There are people that they get a pass, in my opinion, to be assholes based on their body of work. Jerry Lewis is one of those guys. And I'm talking about people who are legit assholes, like Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons, in my opinion, gets a thumbs up no matter how much of an asshole he is, because it's Gene Simmons.
I agree.
They're just the greatest of friends. I think that's a lie. I don't believe there is such an animal in the human condition. If a man and a woman live together and they give one to another and all of a sudden they're incompatible, you're going to tell me they're going to be friends?
Let's talk about the telethon, and let's deal immediately with all the negatives so that we can...
Damn, even in the 70s it was negative.
Either answer it or don't answer it. First of all, why? You would think if someone were trying to do something to help children, no one would find fault with that.
Of course.
It seems to be quite the opposite. I have read and I have heard people say to me the following: it's nothing but a tax device for Jerry.
Look at the zoom in. The zoom in, because the cameraman knows the questions that are coming, so he's fucking tight on that face, man.
He makes a lot of money from 7-Eleven and the other groups who put money into it. They write it off as taxes. And while he claims he doesn't get any money for it, he does in terms of free office space, free cars, free travel, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Really? You come here and you do this in my highly flammable living room? Really?
I said no smoking.
Well, the books are open, Joe. My books, the books of our organization.
Here comes a cigarette. I knew the smokes had to come at some point.
The books of 7-Eleven, the books of any. We are governed by the United States of America. And if you look into the books, you will find out why I will probably have problems paying my taxes this year. That's how much money I make. First of all, you're talking about the percentages on a scale of 100. You're talking about 4 people. Because there's 96 people that would hit you in the mouth if you ever inferred that anything that I was doing was other than exactly what it is.
Oh, he's saying there's 4 people making those claims. Well, 96 are ready to punch everybody in the face in honor of Jerry. Got it. Lighting a cigarette mid-sentence is the tell-of-all tell. Yeah. Followed by, really? Really?
But did you see his posture when he sat back down? He had his legs crossed.
Yes.
Like now he's
on the defense.
Yeah.
Listen, here's a little tip. If the person talking to you says the word why and it starts with an H, you're in trouble. You're being grilled. Why? When he says it like that, when you hear it like that, you're either being deposed or on the news, and you're about to get T-boned in that intersection. Why are people saying?
Now, in answer to the negative part, I raised $30 million Labor Day, my friend.
My friend. Now it's this guy who's making these comments.
Well, he asked the question.
He did. Time. If you don't mind, I'd like to shoot the messenger.
It's going to save children's lives and build research centers. The American public have had 30 years to scrutinize my integrity. I stand on that record. And my books will show you that I've had to have tax problems in the last 10 years because much of the dollars that I make as a performer, I poured into the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My own dollars.
Why?
Because I love what I do and believe
Why?
Why? What I'm doing.
How did you get into muscular?
What gives you the right?
That's nobody's business. I've never answered that, nor will I ever. That's
What?
Why?
Because I love what I do and believe what I'm doing.
How did you get into muscular?
That's nobody's business.
That's nobody's business. Are you stealing money? I'll talk about that. How'd you get into this? That's none of your goddamn business.
Well, you see the Chicago mob. You got me.
Vince, is this true? My dad used to talk like that. Drove me fucking nuts. Oh.
I've never answered that, nor will I ever. That's not important. It's my own very personal secret.
You seem extremely tranquil and at peace, would be the way I would put it.
Thank you. I am.
Well, do you want to talk about that?
Talk about anything you want.
Why? You seem, it's like you've gone through something and someone has noticed it. What have you gone through?
Called Quaaludes, my friend.
Well, I had a rebirth, as it were.
Beautiful.
I've been suffering for 13 years with a very, very bad spinal injury, and
price you pay for making the world laugh.
That created many.
It's all that genius jumping and falling on the floor that you did.
Right.
For the first 10 years.
Problems, many of which you might have noticed on the tube. Problems in that I had devastating pain every day of my life, and I had to live with this pain.
See, you would think he played in the NFL or, wrestled or, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, I mean, the guy was a physical comedian for the first 10 years of his life, and then and then he got all weird and cerebral, like his ego. He decided to go on as this genius.
Right.
He's this genius comedian, but he was going, hey everybody, how you doing? Hey, that's the Jerry Lewis that everybody fell in love with, the lovable monkey, the guy who would jump around. So he probably does.
Is this true? Jerry hurt his back holding up Dean Martin, apparently. Come on. Good one.
The pain was so severe and became so bad because I broke a piece of the spinal column out, and had it gone another quarter of an inch, it would have been severed. And for 13 years and 8 months, I lived on painkillers.
Really?
And I became totally addicted to the painkillers. Not only that, but I was building up terrible ulcers from the toughest drug that you could take to kill pain, which is Percodan.
Mm.
One Percodan 13 years ago took me through a day without pain. By the time I went into the hospital on the 29th of September, I was up to 9 and 10 Percodan a day.
Now that includes this last telethon.
Percodan, more like Percadam. Take it easy, dog. All right.
Don, we saw you.
That's correct. All of which I cannot remember. There's not very much I can remember. I'm being told now.
13 years ago, I could never show my balls during an interview. My back wouldn't allow it.
Takes 10 Percodan for that to happen.
By my family and my
I
friends.
have the spine of a lady.
My staff and my whole operation of some of the things that I had gone through that I don't really remember. But I have visited Addicts Anonymous.
I had a fever dream that I was cast in a movie about a clown who marched kids into the ovens. Thank God that wasn't real. You imagine he in his Percodan phase, he did that movie and they just hid it. They just hid it from him and hope he forgot about it.
They cleaned me out in Houston. They found a new way.
Another warning.
That's you. We
That's
found
YouTube.
another.
It's YouTube. We're not supposed to be watching Jerry Lewis, apparently.
Yeah. We found another Jew in the vicinity.
All right, till 9 p.m.
Send another tornado.
To relieve my pain without the aid of that devastating drug. The pain is lessened. It will never go away, but I will learn to live with it as it is now.
Do me a favor, Quentin. Lick the walls. They're Percodan flavored.
I don't have to run. I was at the meeting yesterday. I know where it's going. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
They found a miracle for me. They found a medication that is non-addictive, that helps me if I do need some help from the pain. So I had 6 days in Houston under the care of the greatest man that ever lived, Dr. DeBakey. That's the day that they were releasing me from the hospital.
He's like John. He's got his Reno poster right next to him.
Dr. DeBakey.
It's him and his doctor at Benihana's getting shit-faced one day.
Does that guy does that guy have an airfield in his medical office?
Yeah. You know he's got a T-top Testarossa Ferrari, that doctor.
Yeah.
Well, I would not like to show
Dr. Feelgood. Have you heard of him?
Yeah. Would Elia have a giant picture next to him? I don't think so.
you the photograph of what I looked like the day I went in. But I had gone to Houston for DeBakey, who was a heart man, but he had put all of his neurologists on me, and the best men in the world. I've seen every specialist all over the world trying to get help, and it's just nothing can be done about it. So each time I'd go to Houston, they tried everything possible to help me. And DeBakey was becoming so frustrated because here he is opening hearts and saving human beings, and one of his best friends in his life he can't help. This last trip, and this is the first public discussion that I've made of any kind.
Wow. Whoa, this is big. I hope this guy got a raise for this shit. You guys ready?
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program. Wait a minute! We just got this in. Breaking news, breaking news.
I've seen specialists from all over the world in Houston for some reason.
Relative to this. They found a steroid that they injected into my spine, and by eliminating some of the fluid of the spine, the very injury fluid, that, along with the compound, seems to have been the answer. And I have been clean now since September the 29th. I have taken no medication of any kind, nor Coca-Colas. I was on 20 Cokes a day. That, along with medication, was really screwing up my head.
So you have, well, you are a different person then.
Yes, very much so.
I found when they injected Mr. Pibb into my spine that I was able to kick the Coca-Cola habit.
I'm really a mellow yellow guy from here on out.
As you can see from me sprawling on the couch.
Oh, is that the siren?
I don't know, is it? Are they telling you have to go, Shuli?
The thing, you know, growing up in Israel, the air raid sirens, you don't get scared when you hear them as an adult later.
Do you ever act crazy like...
Is that what it is?
Yeah, the rocket sirens, yeah.
Like you used to?
Of course.
Would you do it now for us?
Would I do it now?
You know, the voice, the whole...
I don't know.
You see? People...
I might.
Well, try it or something.
You just asked them to dance for him.
But it's so weird that whole rant he went on, that whole thing he went on before, had nothing to do with what the guy was talking about. He was talking about Jerry's kids, and he was starting to get close to about where the money's going. Hey, can you explain where the money's going with all this? When I first got injured,
right?
You know, he totally deflected.
Percodan. Next question.
I'm a victim. You see, I also am a cripple.
But I love how awkward this is where he goes, can you do the silly voice, the dumb voice he used to do?
You are a different person then.
Yes, very much so.
Do you ever act crazy like you used to?
Of course.
Would you do it now for us?
It's like Chris Farley's talk show on SNL.
Would I do it now?
You know, the voice, the whole...
I don't know.
You see? People...
I might.
Well, try it or something. I mean, that's what you became famous for.
That's right, but that's not what you came to interview.
Oh! Hey, you know what? Good for him. Hey,
yeah.
Take that question and shove it up your ass.
Yeah.
You want a dancing monkey? You go find Dean Martin.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to see that.
You want to dance a monkey? You go find Joey Bishop.
That too.
If you'd have said so, you wouldn't have gotten the interview.
Right.
Wow. Hold on. That's good.
famous for.
That's right, but that's not what you came to interview.
Well, yeah, I kind of wanted to see that too.
If you'd have said so, you wouldn't have gotten the interview.
Why?
Simply because when you want to see that crazy character, buy a ticket.
Oh, now that doesn't sound like you.
Yes, it does. I'm now being totally objective, and I'm wearing another hat now. I'm a businessman.
But
you want a performance? Let's get an audience, get some cameras. I'll knock you right off your seat. I'll be as nutty as you ever saw.
Now, Jerry, that sounds too cruel and venal for you.
No, but what, cruel? Knocking you off your seat from laughter?
No, wanting to charge for a moment of...
Let me ask you this way.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase it.
Okay.
It might have sounded harsh.
Yeah.
If you were interviewing Dr. Michael DeBakey, would you ask him to cut someone's heart open for you?
If I could, I mean, if it were practical.
It doesn't make any sense.
I would like to film an operation of his without him saying, I'll charge you my fee, my usual fee.
It really is not all that easy to turn the dial.
Of course not.
And what I meant by pay is that I would have to show up at that committed performance and bring all of those values that are necessary to perform the craziness. But just to, yeah, sure.
Well, I asked the question to get into the point.
I can get crazy at any time and insane. Your camera would be over there. Your tie would be part of the lamp. I wouldn't light this like a normal human being would light it, naturally.
Right.
But I don't feel like getting crazy. And when I don't feel like it, I don't. It's all that simple.
Well, after some very serious conversation, I'm glad we've left Jerry where we all most remember him, and that it is in making us laugh. And we hope the next time we're with him, we'll show you more of how he does that.
Oh, Jerry.
What a great interview, huh?
Yeah. Well, you know what? He did it on his terms, though.
He always
You know what I mean?
has, which is part of the whole asshole rap that he gets. You know,
he did the crazy when he wanted to do it, which was nice. You know, he wasn't jumping through hoops. He, you know, he made him work for it.
Yeah. What is this one?
Hey, Ed.
No, read this. Read this.
Oh, sorry, Ed. Oh, just go back to what you were doing.
I've been waiting for you to call me. I just stand by. You were ignoring me, and toward the end, I got kind of feeling funny that you didn't want me around. And
No, you always feel funny.
Do you want me around?
Oh, of course. Of course, Ed. I want you to know, Ed, you be the first to know, I am so excited and so thrilled at how well the telethon does that I've decided this coming year, starting in January, I'm going to do one telethon a month. Because we have such fun doing it. Are you up for that, Ed? Separately,
let me explain something to you. You know...
Could you hurry it up? I got to shave again.
No, wait a minute. Now, you've been in movies, you've been in television and everything. See, I can't talk to you unless I have my microphone. And every once in a while, my right arm gets tired, and I put it in this little box, and then I don't know what happened.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Ed. Separately, this...
Wow. Ed going through something there.
Was he wearing a bat for a tie? Did you see the fucking thing he was wearing around his neck? He's so old. He has like somebody's pet gerbil hanging around his neck.
Good luck,
Ed McMahon,
kids. Thank you from Broadway, the cast of Grease. We have an amazing someone who will talk about an amazing medical breakthrough. And did I read that wrong?
Yeah, you did. Do it again. Or just say it.
Turn it back. Okay. I want it to be perfect. Okay. Over the years, these two Jews... No, that's not it. Tell it. Damn it. Oh, it's happening to my eyes.
You're not going to be able to control old Jews, I'll tell you that.
Here.
I love that. And this was an epic moment.
Do Jewish people just start looking like Count Dracula when they get older? He looks like an old vampire.
My dad's always sounded like them at every age.
And the other one is a check for $1,000 from the Stardust Hotel.
And another check for $1,000 from the Stardust Hotel. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Now pause this for a
The
second.
organization, $5,000.
You know, have you seen this, Joe? You've seen it. Have you seen this, Andy?
I have not seen this. I don't know.
You've not seen this. So who brought this up? Is this Shuli that brought this on?
Yeah.
This is great. So this, I'm not even gonna set it up. Shuli's gone. He's done. Ah, fuck, he's back. God damn it.
I gotta go out there to look. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know? But I just figure if I see some trees bending, then I know the fucking thing's nearby.
You're just giving up. Whatever. Just go down with the ship, man. This is where it's at.
Well, this is what I'm doing, man.
Watching old Jerry. This is how you're gonna die like you lived. Watching old Jerry Lewis video.
Check on behalf of my 2 grandchildren, Amanda and A.J. Lambert, because they're healthy.
Whoa.
You do that one more time, we're going to buy the furniture.
Years. And Sinatra's the only one who could pull this off where Jerry doesn't blow his stack.
Yeah. By the way, this is the only way we can get Opie and Anthony back together. Is if we do
Right?
a telethon.
Yeah. We need today's Sinatra to make that happen. Rogan, maybe. That day and age, you just got dressed up in a tux, you got a couple drinks, had a smoke, and you went out on TV.
That's right.
Right? Like, what a time. What a time.
You watch those old Johnny Carson shows from the 70s.
Oh,
and it's
the
just,
best.
I mean, it's the same 10 guys. I mean, there was
Yeah.
like 10 famous people on TV, and it was those guys, and they ruled the world.
Yeah, yeah. What year is this? That's a good question.
I'm going to say...
Did they stay friends after this?
No, they never saw each other again, I think. Seriously. I think it was like 77. I want to say 77, 70...
I know the thing that I read was they had not spoken in 20 years. Face to face, on the phone, anything. No contact.
Yeah. And I never saw another video or anything where they were together again.
Right.
So I think this is the only time. So Jerry Lewis was genuinely like, this is bullshit. What you're doing to me right now. Now I have to pretend to be all like emotional.
Yeah.
He hated Gene Martin. He must have.
That was a good point. Shuli does a show with a crown apple and a vape. What has happened to us? It ain't pretty, dude. I'll give you that, Josh. It ain't
You try to
pretty.
explain it to your wife that you're, going out in a tux and you're not coming back till 5 in the morning on Tuesday.
Right. Just check the radar for Huntsville. You're okay now, but not in a good spot. You're right in the middle of it. I know.
Well, that was comforting yet terrifying. Thank
I
you
know,
for
but
that
I got to
update.
get through this reunion, and then we'll get out of
All
here.
right.
All right?
Yeah, we'll get at it. Yeah. Hey, Jay.
How you been?
You know, it seems like we haven't
stood
seen
in-
each other for 20 years.
Well, you know, there was all those rumors about our breaking up, and then when I started the show and you weren't here, I believed it.
I'll show you guys to your room if you like. The lights are out upstairs, so follow me.
It's just Sinatra doing whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
This is live television. Like, nobody gives a shit.
Put those cripples on hold. I got something I'm cooking, baby.
Right. And nobody's going to dare say a thing to any of these people.
Oh, no.
He drinks a lot, this kid.
So you working?
I work 6 weeks a year at the Megum.
The Megum?
And 6 days I do a roast. And...
Would you excuse us a minute?
I just want to see the wires are all right.
Gee, it's nice to see you.
No,
I'm over here.
No, I had to come in because I had to, I had to go, and this was the closest place.
You always have to go.
Now, have you ever watched the Colgate Hour? You ever seen like those old...
I've watched, some of the stuff, yeah.
Martin and Lewis. I mean, it was live television, right? So there was nothing that was pre-recorded. These guys were unbelievable. I mean, it was an act that was honed for 10 years before that.
Yeah.
And now they were doing it on TV. it's you can see there's like a glimpse of that coming back in this little, meeting with these guys. Like it's almost there, but they're both like they don't want to give it.
Right. They're both nervous about, is it still there?
Yeah. Like they don't want it to happen again. It's almost like there could be, because Dean, like Jerry's genuinely laughing at Dean. Like he's starting to go back into that routine with him, and he's like, fuck this guy. I don't want to fucking do this anymore. So old.
Let me get to these super chats so I can join everyone in the shelter.
So you don't die? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Want me to do it? Why don't I do it and you fucking go?
Nah, I got it.
Come on, trust me with your money?
Hold on. Listen, man, I'm the first one off the chopper and the last one back on it. You understand? That's what leaders do.
Hey.
Just kidding. If I hear wind pick up, I'm out. Just so you know.
Can I go?
So,
Can I leave?
Yeah. You can leave. He's nervous.
Thank you.
I've been following this lady locale for years. Oh, AmberLynn. Good.
AmberLynn.
Worked with a guy who weighed about 120 pounds, and Amber would be too small for him. Because he, as he said, and I quote, "I love a fat bitch. Love finds a way." There's a lid for every giant pot, Bathtub meth Santa. Thank you. Turns out you can put lipstick on a pig. How dare you? I need to see the day the clown cried. Yeah, we all do. Good luck. Shuli, what would happen if High Pitch Eric was scared of a tornado coming and Jeff the drunk didn't want to hear it? I'm so scared of a tornado coming. Shut the fuck up, Eric. Nobody cares.
That tornado's sexy.
I think it would sound a little something like this.
Closeted mellow MD yellow shirt man rules. Oh, muscular dystrophy. Got it. Won't you please help? Thank you. Look at us over there. Thank you. She drinks Tang through that NASA straw. Yes. Am I not doing enough? Oh, look at you, Joe. That's great.
And the rage often boils over. Am I not doing enough?
Thank you. Craig, started late. I'm still watching Shamu. People need to stop saying you're beautiful. She's killing herself. I talk about it like that show Take My Tumor.
Please.
Yeah. You ever watched it? Like, it's insane. Everybody, the show should be called "Let's Pretend This Isn't Horrific." That should be the title of the show, because that's what everybody does on it. Yeah. Oh, hello. Walk on through the rain. Wow. Oh, that's cool.
Stewie fell $5. Didn't a parody show mention a Jerry type guy having a charity for retards? I got that one. It's done.
Texting.
Okay,
family.
Yeah. Do your thing.
Sorry. We need to watch The Day the Clown Died. Yeah, we need to watch all of it. Absolutely. But nobody's got it. Surely send Ricky Berwick the link. I tried, back when I was on Stern, I tried to get Ricky on as a guest. And if I remember correctly, I think his mom was involved in what he goes on and what he appears on, and she was not a fan of Howard, I think. Rondo Hatton played Babe Ruth. I don't know. I'm alive and working for TSN. There he is, Andy. He once a little boy, now cured. I heard that Jerry Lewis used to make fun of the disabled in his act early on and then had an epiphany and went the total opposite direction because of guilt. See, I had heard a rumor that he had someone in his family stricken with it, or
I think it's
something
him.
like that.
Yeah, something like one of his kids.
Jerry Langford rules, you guys. Yeah, Jerry Langford was... That's the other funny thing. When he played Jerry Langford, everybody goes, he should get an Oscar for his performance. Those two interviews were Jerry Langford. There was no performance there. Jerry's kids should have been given balloons so they could have flown around the telethon. Would have been a game changer. You're right. This is my first Trainables show. Fantastic, guys. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bitter, muscular dystrophy, yellow shirt, mid-get energy. Thank you.
Midget energy.
If the only Jerry you ever knew was the goofy kid jumping around and making funny noises and faces, real Jerry was quite a shock for folks. They're goofing on my Jerry's kids. Now, Jerry, why are you such a prick? That reporter was great. Jerry is an egomaniac, just like Stut Joe. Me.
Sure.
The shorts. Last time I saw stems that thin and a lollipop was at the top of them. Love the show, boys. Oh, hey, Don and Frog.
Oh, hey, Ray.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Towards the end of the night. Never ask me about my business again, Kate. Never. Ugly stuff, Zen.
Always.
Yeah, I don't know for what.
Ugly stuff.
But I'll throw it out for you.
I've been throwing a few of them out there tonight.
Oh, please. It's been a killer night. That Jew drank stem cells from the wheelie kids. That's where the money went. Why
That's what I'm saying.
Walk till he was 90. Great point. Vindicator gifted a membership.
Rock.
Thank you, bud. And the Professor gifted 5.
Hey, where's
Thank
my
you.
money?
Thank you, Professor. Was there anything else I wanted to show you real quick? There was that Drewski sketch, which we can watch another time. People running down the hill for the wheel of cheese. That was good. Oh, real quick. All right, and then we'll get out of here. Sorry, this was important. New sport coming.
If it means a lot to you.
Combat juggling.
Team Duncan on a roll. They got a fire on all cylinders. And Team Cade is just trying to find the
Let me send me a link when they're doing this with chainsaws, all right? Bowling balls. I don't know, the fucking cones, pins.
I mean, no helmet, no nothing, right? No cup. You would think, you got, instead of like running around with one bat, you got 3 bats, and you don't know where they're fucking going, and you're smacking the other bat out of the guy's hand.
It's like you don't get bullied enough for juggling. Now you literally get bullied while juggling. It's a whole league set up for you.
Yeah. What if I do that on a daily basis when I see a juggler? Do I?
Oh, I thought you were a professional.
Thompson's got a free rein down. He's got Yinka deep. He's throwing his body all over the field, both on offense and defense. Worked with a little kamikaze. Knocked that one out of the combat arena. And now they'll flip it over, and Carney will take over as the runner. Nice coming in and out, fast and furious. Carney once again now. He's going to be double teamed here. Can he get?
I mean, I would watch a little bit of it just to get the feel.
So this is what happens when gay men don't become priests. They have to turn to something else to hide their homosexuality.
That's right. When the power of juggling is too strong, that's what happens.
Yeah, and this is what you don't hear in the locker room at a combat juggling meetup where they go, my girlfriend doesn't support me the way that she should be.
The Professor, I don't know if this is the same one or you gifted another one, but thank you. Either way, I appreciate it.
It's the same one, but still, it's nice. It's nice
Shuli, tell her I said quiet down. I'm going to go do that right now.
Yeah.
Hey, if we never see each other again, what a great show tonight. Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow. Blunder Years. A lot of you got gifted Tier 1 memberships tonight. Thank everybody in the chat who did that. Thank you, you guys. Very generous. Thank you to everybody super chatted, hung out, supported, watched the show with us. We will be back tomorrow for Blunder Years and a little something, probably some Lens Day tomorrow night. So thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Anything to plug, Zen, before we get out of here, pal?
Yeah, just comedy at the Carlson September 13th. I'd love you to be there in the Rickles Room, and go to carlsoncomedy.com. It's in Rochester, New York, and also Letitia is out on the Shuli Network, free for the pores. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out.
Hold on. This is incredible footage. Really appreciate you guys. You got me mixing martinis. Even in England, as a little cunt chops 23, I was glued to the TV if Jerry would be on. You deadbeat rock.
Yo, he's a fascinating guy. I loved Jerry Lewis growing up, and it's even better when you get to see this real crazy egomaniac in this environment.
Well, next time we'll play some of the Jenks prank calls too. He got one in on him that was really good on the telethon.
Love it.
But yeah, you guys are awesome, man. Shout out to the boys in the back. Great job, Frog and Andy. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Because they're trainables through snow and rainables. Like you and me, they're average Joe and Janeables. Yeah, we're all trainables, fancy and plainables. Cleaning up those stainables, unclogging your drainables, pumping your propanables, cooking your chow mainables.